and I'm going to be casting this AD2L under 4.2k playoff game with my good friend at Flub Dota, who is currently deep in a darkest dungeon hole. Hopefully he can alt-tab out of it enough to see this game, though.
I'm out of it. I was in the hold, and I have come back to the light of Dota. So I don't know if it's much of a light, but it is.
I'm about to say both games are super depressing and frustrating. So I understand why you're attracted to the Darkest Dungeon.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds
Right.
left to pick a hero.
I have to punish myself in every game that I play. Yeah, so but I'm excited to cast some Dota, man. Looks like we got a great lineup already. We have Team No TP banning out both Bristle and Crystal Maiden. Good. I'm tired of seeing those heroes. I don't want to see them. And then we got Earthshaker on the other side, which is also another hero that is just picked up way too often.
I don't know if it's picked up way too often. I just think it's good.
5 seconds left now.
I mean, Earthshaker without Crystal Maiden is not nearly as big of a deal.
Well, what do you know? It's reserve.
It's just whenever I play, I feel like almost every game I play now is like Earthshaker off lane, and if it's available, and like almost everyone that I know plays Earthshaker off lane too. So it's good to see some.
It's a fun. It's one of those fun playmaking heroes. It's like when Timbersaw was strong. Like everyone wanted to play Timbersaw off lane because it's just fun. Earthshaker's fun. You get to go like make big kills, big plays, that sort of thing.
Most definitely. And they ban out the Invoker now. Does Team No TP have like a really good Invoker player, or is this
their
just
best
a fear
player?
of the hero?
Does Brado is their best play? Well, he's I think he's their highest MMR, or their best player, if not the second best. He plays their mid and also plays quite a bit of Invoker, if I remember right. Or at least he was learning Invoker as he climbed. Like I started playing with him when he was around 3k, I think, and he's climbed, almost 1,000, probably 1,000 MMR points. And I know he was learning Invoker at that point, so I'm assuming he's pretty good at it by now.
Okay, nice.
If you climb 1,000 MMR while messing around with picking Invoker, like, you're probably getting pretty good at him.
Oh, most definitely. And they pick up the Spearbreaker to start it off. Very aggressive pick. Very classic. I feel like a team No TP. They generally start their first match off not very aggressive, and I always think it's a problem for them, but they're doing it correctly. They're going for the early aggression, the Spearbreaker. It's a very good pick. Might be a little bit too early though, because there's plenty on the map that they can just design their whole team around not worrying about Spearbreaker. So,
well, it depends on what they do. Now, if they're willing to scoop up the Darkseer next pick, I love it. Or really any hero that you can partner with the Spirit Breaker. So, like, if they're willing to go Darkseer, if HDYK doesn't take it, I really like that pick.
I know, Morty, but think about what happens
because Ion Shell just gives a support Spirit Breaker so much kill potential, and then even if they pick around strong lanes that can escape it, they can just sit in the safe lane and completely pressure it. Like, even if you pick a ranged carry, Spirit Breaker or Darkseer will pressure any safe lane and cause a lot of chaos.
It's true. That's true. And if anything, it sets them up for a stronger carry themselves to kind of deal with the whole problem. So it could be really strong. Sorry about that noise. If you heard my Steam just went off, I'm going to turn that off right now.
Yeah, I should do that as well. Oh, looks like we're having issues. We're gonna have to remake the lobby.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry about this, but apparently we're having to remake. Well, you should be in the lobby, Flub. Actually, you didn't get pulled in because you were...
I didn't leave the game yet, my bad.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, got you in. Alright, so remake. Imagine we'll have the same bands and everything and get right to the pick. They'll get a little extra time to think things through, but whatever. It's an amateur league for fun. Sometimes you gotta remake.
Yep. Sometimes the problems happen. Was it just like they had WTF on, or
I
wasn't paying
don't.
attention?
They had some sort of login issue, they said, so I don't know what exactly happened.
Radiant team ban.
So I think somebody got DC'd and could not reconnect to the game.
Okay.
Because I saw Dreams disconnected, but normally that's not an issue. You could just reconnect. I wonder if it crashed out in such a way he couldn't get back in the lobby.
Radiant team
They have it on the wrong side now.
They do have it on the wrong side. Oh no, that's how it should be. They had it on the wrong side before, because Team No TP requested second pick.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left
Okay.
to pick a hero.
And then HDYK wanted called for Radiant.
It'll be fine.
So
Okay.
they had it wrong before, based on what the lobby conversation was. So
Dire team pick.
they tipped their hand a little bit with Spirit Breaker, but Rubik's pretty darn good against him, and they pick it anyways. So it didn't really change much. You got the correct
Go
pick order
Dire
this time.
team. Pick
So
'em up, pick 'em out.
Puck.
Ooh.
Puck as well. I like Rubik into Puck as
Come on,
well. I
Radiant
mean, as
team,
far as
get a pick
supports,
right.
no support really likes to see a Puck. Puck's just kills supports. That's his food. So
Honestly, I really like this pickup because you can put him in the offlane and he still offers a lot of pressure in the offlane, especially if you have a Spirit Breaker kind of roaming in and helping out. And he also can just go mid. If you grab 2 instant stun supports, Rubik is already one, but if you have another one that can kind of line
Hey
up,
Morty, guess what time it is?
then you don't want to put
It's
him
reserve
bottom,
time.
even if you have a Spirit Breaker helping him out. So then you just put him mid, and I mean, unless they kind of hurt something there, but if you put Puck mid versus someone, they also have to be good versus Spirit Breaker too. So it's kind of hard to have that matchup in general, and it's actually a very strong opening duo.
well, the answer to that, unfortunately, is they pick whatever mid they want, and the Rubik just hits mid because that's what you do. Unfortunately.
It's true. Then you can worry about your other lanes. Then like Puck.
Ooh.
Oh, Dire team ban.
There you go.
That
Right with
is the
first. Yeah, we're talking about how they need to arrange their lanes so that the Puck Spirit Breaker can't pressure the mid too much, and they're just like, you know what? We're just gonna pick a Spectre. Just put a nice, big, juicy bullseye in our safe lane. Say, why gank mid? Come to our safe
There's only
lane.
10 seconds left to pick a hero.
just pressure it, and then I will be a
5
worthless
seconds,
hero.
Morty. It'll be
Like
fine.
the whole game. If
Well-
you have the strongest 20
time.
minutes versus first 20 minutes hero versus a Spectre, like unless they sit their guys bottom and then just leave their mid and mid and off lane to like hell, then that's the only way that this Spectre is going to get any farm.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I will disagree with you somewhat. Spectre, well, I agree she's very much worthless in lane. One of the whole key reasons the hero works is that she's actually not worthless. Even without items, Haunt provides good vision, and as long as she has like phase boots and can dagger somebody, she can like snipe a couple assists and do something good for the team, and then go back to trying to recover. Which is unfortunate. We have to do a lot of Spectre because you get dumpstered in lane. But that's one of the things I always liked about her, is that even if she does get shut down, as long as you can have it, the rest of your team can at least provide some damage. She provides a lot of utility. Unlike like an AM or other like slow to come online heroes, at least she provides some sort of team fight.
That's true. I think that in lane, if they do put the Puck in the off lane, that is definitely one of the prime matchups for me as a Puck. I can easily dodge out of Spectre Dagger. It's really easy to see it coming right at you.
Yeah, it's like you've got so much wind-up time to not get slowed.
And you can easily just phase out of it. You can, I mean, there's so much that you can do, and both those guys don't right-click very hard yet. Like
no, and
Spectre.
The other thing is that with Puck's damage, even with a Quell, you can actually deny out a Spectre pretty easily, because of all of her damage buffs. As long as you get like a quick null, or even just some branches, because Spectre's damage starts out pretty bad.
And Puck did have that recent buff, so I mean, there's a reason why people are picking it up, and they ban out the
Timbersaw. Okay.
Timbersaw.
I think that's because they don't want to, like, a Timberstaw's another
Come on,
hero in the
Tiger Team,
offlane that
make
just
it
demands
good.
attention. So with the Spirit Breaker roaming, I don't know if they're going to be able to commit to denying that Timbersaw levels, and maybe the carry they have in mind is someone who cannot deal with a level 3 or 4 Timbersaw.
Oh man, Rick, there's
Yeah,
like 10
makes
seconds
sense.
left to pick a hero.
Lifestealer's banned out, yeah, so like Lifestealer's one of those
5
heroes that
seconds,
can deal with it
Morty,
just
it'll be
fine.
fine.
I guess they could still pick Jug if they didn't want to ban the Timber, but
Reserve time.
I wonder if they're going to go with the Faceless. They banned Silencer.
It would work. It's pretty decent versus Spectre. It's not the best because you can still haunt out of it. There's a Rubik can't really steal your ultimate because it just helps you out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's really tricky to get a good chrono. I think we saw Yapsor do to great effect in the Epicenter, but other than that, it's really tough. Okay, Venge.
Radiant team, you gotta pick them right.
Not everyone can be Yapsor and Rubik though.
No, they can't. Like, I was thinking, oh, it's Rubik. He won't get Chrono's not a good thing, and then he literally got 3 God Chronos that game. I was just like, oh my god, Yapsor, what the hell? So
Yapsor's the man.
Venge
But-
carry, I think, is something that they have run in the past, and I would love it. Against the
5
Spectre,
seconds
a
left
Venge
now.
carry is just so strong. You're a natural Silver Edge builder. You come
Hey, Morty,
online
guess what
so
time it
much
is?
earlier.
Rick, what is it?
and
It's reserve time.
As a single target, like, DPS hero, you don't contribute as much as the Spectre, but, like, until Spectre has, like, Manta and another 2 or 3 items, if you're keeping up with her, you can actually just man mode and kill her.
She gives a lot of utility in the mid game too, which when Spectre is weak. So if you can get that utility and that availability to push, which giving her aura,
Even just
as
hunting
a
her
carry.
down with the flying vision is big. Spectre split pushing and diving into trees is usually a problem, but their whole team can hunt her down. So she can't
Right.
split push at all this game. Like, that's one of the things that I like to look at for Spectre games. It's like, can I safely split push and then just go to trees and leave? That's not the case in this, so. It wasn't the
Right.
case when they picked it.
Yeah. There's a lot of. I'm looking at this though. I mean, they could still place her as a support. I don't really like her quite as much. I agree with you. I think that the right play is to play her as a. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, dire
wow,
team,
this is
pick 'em up,
greedy.
pick 'em out.
OD.
So, I used to like OD versus Puck when it was a guaranteed steal of intelligence when
Oh,
when
yeah.
it wasn't his right click. But now that it's down to his right click, I actually like the
Oh
Puck
man, Rick, there's only
matchup
10
versus
seconds
an
left to pick
OD,
a
so they
hero.
actually have a good matchup wherever they put Puck, and
5
they
seconds,
can
40.
kind
It'll
of
be
counter
fine.
however they feel. So if they, it's really kind of in their favor at this point, and
Odios, reserve
they're
time.
going incredibly greedy. It's Outworld's okay versus Spirit Breaker though. You can at least deal with the charge a little bit. You can still Astral him or Astral yourself on top of all the initiation, giving your supports a few seconds to come in and help out. But it needs to be something else that can really turn the tide besides a Rubik if you're gonna go Outworld. Maybe Dazzle at this point. I don't know.
I mean, they need something. Like, the main issue I have, I actually like Outworld against all of their heroes because of the ability to Astral Blink yourself out of trouble, and I actually don't mind Outworld versus Puck all that much at all.
Radiant team
And
pick.
now it's against Shadow Fiend. The Outworld Devourer pick actually looks a little better because he really does well against the Shadow Fiend if played between 2 equivalently skilled heroes, though. So the Puck is going to offlane. But overall, like, you just hit this mid-game period where Outworld really doesn't do much. Maybe he has a Force Staff. Maybe he has a Midas
5
Force
seconds,
Staff
40.
at
It'll be
most,
fine.
if he did really well. And he still, like, needs time to get his BKB, to get his Hurricane,
Reserve
to get his
time.
next item. And your Spectre's not going to be able to do anything either. So, like, you just have these 2 cores who don't want to do things. And the other team has Spirit Breaker,
Oh,
Puck,
dire team,
Venge, SF. Like, all heroes that can do things at that point in the game with minimal items. Like, I just feel like they're such a greedy draft. It's going to be very tough for them.
Yeah, it is going to be very tough for them. If they get past the initial phase though, and they do come out even, then they're definitely going to have the late game. I feel like Shadow Fiend's
Oh,
great,
5
looks
seconds
great,
left now.
but they don't match Spectre, Outworld, Devourer in any
Reserve
matchup.
time.
No, and the one aspect I do like the SF is
Ooh,
that
Radiant team banned.
once he gets a BKB, they have a power peak where they have no way to deal with him. Like, Spectre doesn't right click very hard. this Rubik, Sand King, OD don't do anything. So if Shadow King gets like a second item BKB after a Shadow Blade or a Dragon Lance,
Oh man,
like
Rick, there's only 10 seconds
as
left
long as he
to
gets his
pick a hero.
BKB off, he just is going to be unkillable and can just
Radiant
punch
team, you gotta pick him
anyone
right.
down or just punch a tower down potentially, if that's what the play calls for. So I do like the SF pick there. I'm curious to see. I think the Drow Band's a good one. Like this is a very. I don't think the Drow would be a good carry for this
Oh,
game,
man,
but
Rick,
it
there's
would
only
make
10
sense given
seconds
their
left to
lineup
pick a
and could
hero.
just steamroll them over in 10 minutes. So
Yeah, 5 seconds left.
Yeah,
now.
it's the classic EG type lineup where you pick up Puck
Loading
early
out.
and then you
Reserve
place them wherever
time.
lane that you want as the draft moves on,
Oh, man,
and then
Rick,
you
there's
pick
only
up
10
Drow.
seconds
And
left to pick a hero.
honestly, like this is like the perfect team for a Drow.
5
and
seconds, Morty. It'll
You
be fine.
can, like you said before, you can still have
Nice.
Venge as a core and it'll be extremely successful,
Come on,
especially
Shadow
versus
King,
an
pick it-
Axe.
pick it
I
good.
actually
yeah,
really like that.
if they hadn't banned Drow, Drow would be the perfect pick against an Axe. Drow just dumpsters him in lane.
Now, the Sand King versus the potential of Puck Spearbreaker could be a
Oh,
little
man,
rough.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds
There's
left to pick a
there's some
hero.
potential there, and
Yeah,
Axe won't have.
5 seconds left now.
I just don't think Axe is going to be a pick where they're going to be like worried about their safe
Hey,
lane,
Morty, guess what time
and they
it
can
is?
pick up
Oh, no, Rick,
a
what
lot
is
of
it?
different
Reserve time.
supports kind of to push him out of lane or interrupt his jungle.
Yeah,
And-
Venge is really good against Axe in lane.
Oh, man, Rick, there's only 10
Even though she has
seconds
short
left to
range,
pick a hero.
like the minus armor doesn't matter. And they pick up a Necro carry, and he also doesn't really care about Axe in lane at all. So, man, they have so much power in the early game. Like, it is gonna be curious. Like, I think the key timings for me are: can Axe get his blink in like 12 minutes? 11 minutes minimum at max most, and can they start making plays with it? Because the Axe and the Sand King need to make things happen just to give them the space for the Spectre OD to get some items, some sort of items and levels up.
That's a big check to cash, though, Faf. I don't know
It
if they
is,
can do
yeah.
that.
I mean, honestly though, I kind of think they just go to commit full greed. I think you just put the Sand King off lane and jungle the Axe. Like, just try to make it so like they have
Oh,
to
man,
pressure
Rick, there's only
everywhere,
10 seconds left to
and
pick a
then
hero.
hope
But
they screw it up.
But then you got
5 seconds,
Rubik Spectre
Morty. It'll be
as
fine.
like a duo versus Puck.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh.
it's not good, but then your Axe gets his blink dagger on time. It's the whole like.
Sure.
Sometimes if you're gonna if your lanes already are lost, you just have to go greedier and just say, you know what, and then count on that one extra hero to come out of it. And it works in pubs, and this is amateur level. These teams have played a lot together, but still, you see a lot of pubbish tendencies in these games, like compared to actual pro Dota. Like, you don't see people just ruthlessly destroy junglers in the same way you might in other higher level games, that sort of thing.
Right.
Why aren't they
That
doing
makes
anything?
sense.
They're just standing around. Relax.
All right. Well, game is underway, and
Axe is
I
going
don't-
off lane.
yeah, it's nothing
He went
too.
2 mangoes. Ew.
Hmm,
I'm a big
Really
fan of the
using-
mangoes, but
really
I
using
do.
Berserker's Call.
Oh, did you see what Did you see how they're laning it? Look at Team No TP's lanes.
Oh, yep. That's
I
even
love
smarter.
this. That is so brutal for them. Like a Puck just destroys an Axe. The one thing I'd say is if this Axe goes down and gets his ward down aggressively like he should.
Oh, Dreams just used his Fairy
did he do?
Fire. Just uses Fairy Fire.
Well, that's okay. He shouldn't have bought a Fairy Fire anyways. So.
It's one of those funny things where you're like,
Yeah, and your
feel
team,
so
your
bad about
team's
it.
slamming you, but
Yep.
legitimately. So if he is Fairy Fire, he has enough gold. He should just have a Salve instead. Like Salve is really good, especially when you're aggro. I like to have more regen than usual when I go aggro because I know I'm going to be fighting. Like that's the whole point. I'm going to go fight somebody.
Battle's
Yep,
about to go.
definitely.
But it doesn't look like they've scouted this out at all. And so since they haven't scouted this out, they're going to miss the opportunity. Because I think this is one of those classic situations where if you are the HDYK, you just lane swap 3-4 times if you have to. Like, just keep lane swapping. Because even if you lose out on XP and you lose out on a wave or two, legitimately, your lanes are so much worse than theirs, it's better to just keep doing that and keep dodging.
Definitely. I want to say something about old Mungo, what he did. He did something that I love on Spearbreaker. He realizes that, oh wait, we're going to get into a fight here, maybe. Okay.
What did he do
Okay.
on Spearbreaker?
He bought 2 sets of tangos and gave 2 to the mid. So if you're going in an aggressive tri lane, getting the 2 sets of mangoes, obviously, like you were saying, getting that extra regen is great. And he doesn't need the armor or anything like that by picking up the stout shield. So he gets stout shield a little bit later, but he has so much more regen in lane and gives regen mid. It's the pressure that's going to be coming out. He can pressure people, and yeah, he'll look low, but it's more of a bait type scenario here. And
Yeah.
it's going to work out in their favor.
Being at 1/3 HP when you start with 800 is a whole different than when you start with 500.
Yep.
But
And
already you could see this pressure. Yeah, they're pushing the lane, but Necro's got 4 denies already and 8 last hits. Spectre has 2. And with the Sand King supporting Rubik, they have no damage, so there's no real kill capability. And if they need to, they can pull. Like, they should just be able to control this lane. And once the Spearbreaker gets his bash level, like, it's kind of go time. He can just charge anyone out of position and just create that kill opportunity. And he's setting up for
definitely.
it now.
Yeah, he's ready. I think they're waiting for that level 2, which is smart. If you're ever wanting to go in on Spearbreaker, level 2 bump up is possibly the biggest bump in the game for almost any hero. Just giving
It's like-
that greater bash is incredible.
Yeah, the only other hero I could think of is like a safe lane morph. Like that's the equivalent. Like you go from like a creep to a hero. Yeah, and they're pinging out. They're pinging the Rubik. Oh, the 3-man charge. There's the stun. Oh, but the nice 3-man burrow strike. If they'd
That's
split
okay,
up just
though.
a little bit. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They forced the salve out of the Spectre.
Oh, whoa,
missed
whoa,
the blue. Whoa, whoa. I joke about him getting old and getting less divey, but like that's a little much.
Yeah, that was pretty divey of him, but that's okay. He's made up for it. Burns a little bit.
Meanwhile-
He's trying to burn more regen.
Look at the axe is already completely out of regen. Yeah, he's got 6 last hits, but he's out of lane. Puck's already forced him out of lane.
Yeah, but on the mid side, we got Outworld really putting a hurting on SF, and the DD's has
DD.
come in, and he barely just got enough for bottle. Luckily, at this point,
Yeah.
otherwise this lane would have been a severe loss. Oh, bottom charge.
Oh, they got to charge another double burrow strike. Oh, Dreams is gonna go down. No, he gets off the death pulse. Oh, the bash! Oh,
Bash! Oh no,
that
he
bash.
stays
Oh, he
alive.
walked back in. Dreams, why?
No.
He was so gone. Oh, he walks back in.
Trust in the supports, my friend. Trust in the supports.
Oh, jeez. Poor Dreams. So, yeah, SF went down. No, that was... SF looks like he went back and healed up a little bit, or at least had some regen chipped. He's got his bottle coming back out to him. But I think this is just, unfortunately, the price of doing business. If you're going for this aggro lane, you're basically saying that we're not going to help it, this SF, and just count on him getting catch-up farm. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they got plenty of ways that they can actually stack down here at bottom lane with the new, obviously, jungle camp in 7.0. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of availability to be able to stack for him, even in an aggressive tri lane, and
Yeah,
to
and-
put pressure.
you don't even need to stack for him. Just looking at the hero's farm speed relative, like, he farms so much faster than a Spectre and OD. As long as he has space to go to the jungle, he can stack for himself.
Definitely. And Dreams is really putting a hurting down on bottom. Like he's got his level 2 aura, Heartstopper aura, which is actually pretty nice. They're not gonna try to if they're gonna try to get kills, it's not gonna be as good. This charge is coming in and he's gonna be right under tower. Okay. They don't go for
He didn't get the level 2 Death Pulse? Ew. I mean, I think you just have to get Death Pulse max because it now gives you Sadist as well. It's just too important. Oh, and Puck gets a solo kill on the axe. It was close, but he does pull it off. So Puck has a full 1,600 gold. Still hasn't bought items yet. I think he should buy some boots. Just a thought.
Yeah. Oh, they're going in on bottom. The Death Pulse
on
comes
bot.
out of the charge.
They lost
Spectre's
vision.
getting
OD
pretty
is
low.
TPing. This is going to turn real bad.
It's gonna give SF some farm space to farm.
That's big. There's no charge out on the.
Well, there is.
Holy,
Oh,
he was in the animation. I don't think he survives the tower shots he would have taken though.
he could have maybe got some lucky creep eye or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
never
who
know.
knows? Still, SF will happily take the space. You know, he was getting beat up pretty bad, but should be able to get a wave or two for free because OD is sticking around to fight. They've caught Mr. Blue out with an imprisonment, but no, it doesn't look like OD's going to stick around. He wants to get back to his lane.
And Spearbreaker was charging mid, kind of gave up. That's fine.
Yeah, I think it's the whole if Sand King moves forward at all or stays forward, we can complete it. Otherwise, it just gets me on the map. Haste rune on Brado now. That's nice.
Ooh, they're going in on top. He's used his ultimate. He's got him down pretty low, but the ball comes out.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah. Axe dies again. This Axe is something we haven't really talked about other than briefly mentioning that he got forced out of lane. The Puck is doubling him up, and yeah, at this point, Puck does have a null, full null, and a power treads now, so really tough for Axe. Dreams is still... Spectre still hasn't hit double-digit last hits. Sand King has more last hits because he got to go farm mid for a while. Oh my goodness. Or at least the same amount.
Shadowfiend is playing some risky business.
Yeah, he is. If he gets Astral here, he's dead, right?
I think so. But...
Oh!
Oh, he
Okay.
goes for...
Oh no, he's gonna walk in.
Oh, but the charge is out. They're gonna be able to catch him.
Yeah,
eventually.
they could just dive him.
Get him.
Oh,
but the stun
Rado's
goes
gonna
back
go
around.
down! They have another stun. Oh, the other Astral again! Oh no. He gets the lift too. I think Mr. Blue's gonna die for this now. Yep. Another Burrow
Yep.
Strike. And that should finish him off with the damage. Puck goes to come in, but gets the Dream
No.
Coil. Oh, he's gonna clean up. Nice rotation by the Puck. He has an orb coming up.
He has
Oh,
an
he's
orb,
gonna kill
too.
this Rubik. Yep.
And can he jump? Yep,
Yep.
he jumps.
And he's out.
Come on,
Fantastic play.
get with me.
Yeah,
And
great play.
He's really close to his blink here. Really,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he's
mean-
only...
Bottom tower is
He's been free farming safe lane, gotten 2 solo kills on the Axe. Yeah, like this is. I mean, he's basically a mid Puck at this point in his power level, as far as like levels and items at this point. Once he has a blink, he's gonna have it so much faster than the Axe is. It's gonna really open up the map for them, and they can really go kill anyone they want as long as the Puck goes.
Definitely.
And SF's
I wanna-
almost caught up to the OD just by nature of him being able to spam out these waves.
Yeah, you're right. He's doing quite well for himself at this point. And
Oh, Spearbreaker
there's
got
always that-
called up top, and Axe gets a dunk. Much needed kill for him.
Nothing. Good day, sir.
Yeah, he's still nowhere near that blink dagger, and it's 8 minutes in at this point. You were talking about that 12-minute blink dagger. That is a long and far dream for him.
You know who's going to have about a 12-minute blink dagger, though? This Puck. And that's with power treads. So, I mean, it's a big
Sure.
difference between, like, you know, bottle, brown boots. Like, the power treads just gives you so much more kill potential. He hasn't even taken phase shift. That's how confident he is in this lane against Axe.
Charging up bottom
Love
right
it.
now.
Oh, they get the root. They stun out the Sand King. Can they get the stun? No, they can't. Oh, this Rubik's gonna be sacrificed, though. Necrolts lands. Heals him up to full. But with only 2 levels of Death Pulse, it makes this a lot harder.
It does. It's actually not the best move to do. I can understand what they're doing. They're trying to like force him out. And actually, I would love this build if they didn't have Spearbreaker come here anymore. If he would just
Yeah.
like stand off to the side and guarantee farm and say, okay, you're gonna be super low, Spectre, if you farm at all, and just keep him from farming. This skill build could be having great dividends. But
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really need his Ghost Shroud in this lane, so in that aspect, I think it's fine to skip it. It's just, you gotta flip it. And one skill point's kind of a minor deal, but the extra 40 damage exchange, the 20 and 40 damage exchange, and the Sadist region is so big. Like, it's the huge mana pool difference. Puck continues to farm up top, getting pressured a little bit more. Axe has got levels now, so is looking to do stuff, but I don't think he can. He can cut this wave.
looking to do some cheeky plays. He's getting the puck pretty low, actually.
He's dead though, right?
I would
Yeah.
think so. Mr. Blue's
Yeah,
got a
he's super
stun
dead.
here.
Puck
Wave.
needs to be careful though.
Tiger's top tower is under attack.
Because let me tell you, Counter Helix's actual AoE is much bigger than you'd think by that little animation. It's really easy to like go in for like one more right click and then you just die to a Helix that you swear you're out of range for.
But you got to get your Blink Dagger, man. He
I
had to
know.
be a part of the kill.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 275. So it's not big, but it's not melee range.
It's true. It's true. The
He's got
Spectre
his
still
Blink,
isn't
though.
level 6 yet, man.
Oh my goodness, not level 6, and there's a Blink Puck. Puck should just come bottom and kill the Spectre right now. Just continue the pressure. Yeah, they've got Necroult. That's definitely the play. Necro's going for the Veil build. I love that. Just amps the Puck's damage. Yep, they're going for it. Charge should
And they
come out
have-
immediately.
They missed the blue farm and top this whole time, too.
Yep.
Ooh, nice play.
Oh, just dead. And the Rubik, too.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just punishing this pick. It is a very
Do
green
Pucks
pick to
usually
pick up
go
Spectre.
the int instead of the HP?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
kind of
Dunk up top. Looks like the Avenge just got a little too close to the axe and got run down. Probably he's got 3 points of battle hunger. Probably just battle hungered him and ran him over.
got a little too full of himself that he thought that he could be out there and farm and just one battle hunger. Yeah, that they should actually try to take advantage of that. Only one level of call is not a very long
Radiant's
stun.
middle tower is
So
under attack.
if they can try to, if they realize that, oh man, he's leveling battle hunger a lot, we can take advantage of this. and
Sand King is
be
caught,
aggressive.
goes to steal the room from the puck. It's gonna get brought down, I think. No,
Nah,
he
he's
doesn't
got
have
enough
any-
health.
Oh, they got the charge now. There's no shrine up. I think they've got this kill if they want it. Yeah, Puck's got him. This OD needs to be scared as well. He just got his Midas, levels up his ult finally, has his max aura. So this OD is kind of at a decent power peak as well, where he finally has Sanity's Eclipse to do some damage. But this Spectre needs to run immediately. Puck's hunting. Oh, they found a stack. Oh, and they found the stack out. They're just going to take that as soon as they can. But it looks like they've targeted the OD with this smoke.
They might wrap back around. They see that Spectre's
Yeah,
farming it a little
they
bit
see
out.
the puck.
Top
Yeah,
tower
they
is
spot
under
up the...
attack.
He knows that he
Oh,
doesn't have
SF.
Dagger.
Oh, Brado walked up to the high ground. Just gets epicentered and blown up. Oh, no.
Mango's there. They get stunned out a little bit. They drop the puck ult. It's pretty successful, but the dunk comes out and the ultimate comes out to try to take out Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue's gonna get denied.
Oh,
No.
he doesn't get the deny. Yeah, that was just... They just didn't respect the capability of them to turn. They, kind of been running roughshod over them for the most part. And that was a pretty big gold exchange. The SF got off no spells. Puck, has good burst because the Necro wasn't there. Like, they didn't have enough to finish anyone off. Like, Puck, as good as Puck is, like, you don't generally have the burst to finish somebody on your own. You need SF or you need that Necro there just to provide that little more. And then they die.
Axe has come back with a vengeance at this point. He actually has now, after that fight, he has his blink now.
Radiant's
So,
top
yeah.
tower is under attack.
A little bit further than you said, but actually not too bad in the long run. Oh, he could have called it. He didn't.
Yeah.
Called the courier.
I think he's gonna die though for his trouble. Oh yeah, Necro's here. Oh, they're
no.
going in. Rubik stole charge is going in on the Necro. Oh wow, this could be really bad. Oh, there's the blink call. He should be able to get off his ult though. If he gets off his ult, this should result in a kill.
Oh, this charge hit the charge.
It did hit the charge. Oh, he ults the Rubik, which isn't enough, but Puck is now in. Oh, there's an SF ult, and this whole fight's turning chaotic, and the chase was too far. They got spread out, didn't hit any of their abilities in sequence, and they just clean up with the SF and the Puck coming in to provide that damage. Wow. That looks so good for HDYK for the longest time, but then like that charge canceled the Rubik charge, and then SF and Puck just came in and cleaned up. This is probably where you talk about Spectre doesn't do anything. She's got earned this brown boots compared to what this Necro can do is just amazing. With the Veil Treads wand, he's just very tanky and provides so much more than the Spectre can.
Definitely. It's actually really crazy looking at that fight. I gotta give it to Mr. Blue. He was able to keep himself barely alive, and well, Dreams and Mr. Blue, because Dreams kept him alive by using that Death Pulse at the right moment. Oh, jumping in.
Brado gets out. Wow, that is so close.
Hunger might take him down.
Oh no, he lives with the nearest. And the auto taunt goes off because he got away with 20 HP. Feels bad. And that's where the Berserker's Call, like, if he has more levels than that Shadow Fiend's dead. Just is.
Yep. He's only attacking him for two seconds instead of 3. That's a couple auto attacks right there. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Battle Hunger does a little bit more damage, but the damage per second is 40 instead of 16, and like one counter helix dwarfs that massively because it's magic damage too. Like this Battle Hunger build, it's good for lane. It's just awful for the rest of the game. And as an axe, like you don't really care about your lane. Like it's all about the mid-game pickoffs. This Spectre's in so much trouble. The charge is coming in. There's a blink puck coming. I don't see how he escapes unless he reality rifts right now, or haunts and then reality rifts out. But that's not going to happen. Yep. And puck picks it up with the orb. And now this Sand King's going to be the also die for this, so it ends up being a bit of chain. The puck finds the OD, but manages just to get a silence off on him, and now they're going to chase him down. The Dream Coil misses the OD, does catch out the Rubik though, so should be enough. Yeah, they clean him up. They've got another stun, and this is just going to turn into a massive chain feed. Axe gets a 4-man call! Oh my goodness! He's silenced up, so he can't dunk the Spirit Breaker though. His Blink's off cooldown in 2 seconds. He's going to be able to... Oh, the vision provided. There's the dunk. And the puck. Puck needs to run. Oh, the Urn comes out with the speed they have. The Urn's going to prevent him from blinking unless he phase shifts. Oh, he's got an orb up. He should be just fine. No, Axe is here.
There's Axe there.
Axe got the blink. Oh, doesn't go for it.
Blink.
Oh, it was on cooldown. He used it to blink to the high ground. And that turned out to be not nearly as bad as it could have been. This Axe has definitely come back into the game.
Yeah, he's got his call up 2 levels just because of that fight. And
yeah, that helps a lot. I mean, that's the downside of these 2 ranged heroes that kind of want to punch. Like as Avenge and Necro, you kind of got to be in close to do your thing, and if you do that, you just set yourself up for these calls. And you can't even blame Mr. Blue there. Like he gets the short range stun off, and then you just want to finish off the OD as fast as possible.
I actually really like what Puck decided to do. He went for a Yule Scepter. Not only is the Yule Scepter really good for yourself, but it's really good versus an Axe because you can just Yules him right up away. And yeah, they're still stuck there, and you can do AoE damage versus them, but at least they're not getting counter helix like 5 times
Or
in a row.
Blade Mail. The Blade Mail is so big too. Especially for SF. SF just kills himself so fast against the Blade Mail.
But a lot of times you can have the potential of getting a BKB on, and if your other teammates can get the Blink A.
Oh, they found out the Sand King. He just gets deleted from the game instantly. Good smoke by the team no TP, and they're going to turn this into a push.
Definitely. I don't think it's over though for HDYK. I think that they still have some room here. I don't think that Spectre should be going for a Radiance at this point. It could be a little greedy. If they do get the right plays and they have Axe get a 4-man call again, it could really jumpstart them. But it's better to play for, okay, we got to have some cleanup at this point. We got to try to get some better items. Actually going for a Diffusal Blade would work really well versus Team No TP because they have a lot of intel.
Gets the call on the Necro.
Charge canceled. Blinking
Get the blink epi on the puck. Ooh. The puck's gonna get very low.
He's able to get out. He's got that Yules. And they're gonna kill
Mr. Blue's dead. There's the Shadow Blade out in the SF. Hits the nice Requiem to get the damage debuff, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It looks like it is. No, it's not. The Spectre actually is just running the Shadow Fiend down. This Necro's getting forced out. Isn't able to get off much of anything. and this Puck is forced out. That epicenter on the Puck actually turned out to be way better than I thought. It basically meant Puck could not participate in the fight because their HP pool was immediately pressured. And that just shows, like, you gotta pressure the enemy heroes as soon as you can. And the one thing I'll say to you, I actually agree with you. You should perhaps look for a Diffusal build or a Manta build even, but I think this is one of those things where, as a Spectre, you just kind of play it out, and if you're gonna just have your quick buy set up, I'd have Diffusal in my quick buy, and if I'm gonna die, I'd buy it, and then if I don't die, and I keep living, just get that Relic. Like, because if you can stay alive for 3 fights and get up to that 3k gold to finish the Diffusal outright, like, you're better off just buying the Relic.
Right. And
it's what,
I mean,
3.5 compared to 3.8?
Right. They did do a good job. They didn't actually focus the Spectre at all. So they have, I mean, she's on her way towards Sacred Relic.
Actually,
getting it pretty quickly. She might get it before Necrophos, which Necro going Relic for Radiance is a little greedy, honestly. But I would rather have seen them get a mech and try to go for that early game push. I mean, they have. I mean, you can go Force Staff too, but Mech is very, very strong with their Puck's potential of how well he's been doing. And if you start a situation, like if you jump in, you start, like, they're gonna jump and counter initiate you. So having a mech to be able to heal up during the epicenter, just to kind of make sure that didn't actually happen.
You know what item I love for both teams? I love BKB, not BKB. Obviously BKBs are great, both teams. Blade Mails. Like, I actually think Spectre, like, instead of maybe the Diffusal, just getting a full Blade Mail if you are about to die is the play. Because there's a lot of AoE damage in both teams that really can't be avoided. Like, Puck's gonna do AoE damage, so is Necro, and so is SF. And none of them really want to deal with a Blade Mail. And same thing with the, on the other side. Epicenter, Axe Call, Spectre eventually is going to do AoE damage. And if you hit Blade Mail, OD will actually kill himself very quickly if he is hitting you with his orbs. The pure damage completely wrecks him.
It's true. It's true. Thing is, though, is if he steals enough intelligence and he can get off of Sanity's clips, he's not only going to kill him, it's going to kill your whole team, too.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's fine. It's just more of I was thinking through, like, I'd like the Blade Mail on the Spirit Breaker or there. I do like this aggressive smoke. They just showed they can take a fight as long as they get a good Axe Call, and they're going to get a good Axe Call. And this Shadow Fiend is very, very dead, very quickly. Puck goes to TP in, gets a silence off, so he should be fine. There wasn't a secondary call yet. It was still on cooldown, so... Just a really good smoke play there, and they're just trying to buy their Spectre time. Spectre is now only 700 gold from Relic, and if Spectre can get a Relic... I know we talked about how much we didn't like their game because of the early draft, but they're only up 1k gold. They're up 6 kills and a lot of tower, you know, and a fair amount of towers, but man, 1k gold's not enough for their lineup.
It's true.
Just not.
And when Spectre gets a Radiance, it's a much bigger deal than a Necrophos getting Radiance, and really they're almost neck and neck. They have maybe 8. They maybe have a few hundred less than Z. Just picked up his Relic, so and Spectre almost has hers.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'll have to say is I hate this Necro Relic because what he's doing is he's doing a classic carry thing to do. I need to form up this item, but their way their lineup is, like, he should be going around with the Puck killing people, and SF should be the one farming. Like, he needs to get his gold off killing them and pressuring them instead of the other way around. And, oh, Mr. Blue gets caught up by a nice call in the mid, and looks like he's gonna die. Yeah, Axe has a haste rune, so he might try to go uphill. Oh, Dream Coil out in Haunt. There's the Necro ult. It's gonna take down the... Oh, the Spectre goes into the middle of 4 heroes and just gets cleaned up. She managed to buy the ult first. Yeah. Puck, though. Puck's in trouble. Puck, oh no, Puck is able to get out, and now the Sand King's gonna go down. Oh, the Spirit Bird comes in with a nice ult, and this is gonna end up being a 4 for none. Yep.
Oh, 4 for 2. The Puck died on the edge there. I think he got earned.
Yeah, okay. So 4 for 2, and OD is busy split pushing bot, but that doesn't really matter. This tower's pretty darn healthy. They can defend it easily. And they will with just a simple fort, and then they can look to push mid in. The BKB is very close on the Shadow Fiend. That is a pretty big spike for him, though I'm not sure how much it will help given the amount of initiation they have. He's dying when he gets stunned out, not really any other way, so
If he's quick enough, though, I mean, it can be very
This
safe.
axe is going so aggressive. Oh, the blink call and the shadow bladed. Oh, SF. What a play by Noguchi. Did they have...
he astraled himself. Spearbreaker might be able to get away from here. He's running away. All man.
Oh, another blink
charged
call.
out. Silence comes out though.
Oh, and the 3-man dream coil.
He could kill. No,
He just... Oh, another call on the puck. They've got a Sand King stunned. They timed it out nicely. He can kill him now if he just ults.
Ooh, but the silence came out, and she's gonna get away.
Yeah, that's puck though.
It's Puck.
Still, they get what? They get one kill out of that. Kill the SF. He did finish his BKB up before he died, it looked like. But now there's a blade mail. Soon there's going to be a pipe up on the axe, and that's going to put them in a pretty big position. If they get the Radiance and a pipe up on at the same time, they have a huge power spike. And this OD is getting close to his Hurricane Pike as well, which is such a big item. I didn't appreciate it. Oh, they get a 2-man call with the blade mail out, and there's the instant ult, and it just deletes them from the game. The Necrophos has this Radiance, but that's not going to be enough. It does cancel out the Sand King. Oh, he just missed the Burrow Strike. This OD is in serious trouble. I think he's just going to get run down. He is dead, and the Spectre's just farming away. Spectre still doesn't have... Oh, Spectre's going to come in and clean up. Dreams goes down just to the Haunt. And the Spectre goes in on top of the Shrine, actually. He went in a different space. Another reinitiation call. The Spectre's going to get another kill out of this. The Spectre has the Radiance now if he buys it. And this Puck is... Okay, Puck's actually going to be... No, he's not. Puck's just going to get right-click down. Oh, man. This Axe is doing so much work. He's getting 3-4 different calls off in these fights. They aren't able to burst him down. And there's just no... The initiation just isn't there the same. Like, they have this Puck, but they don't ever seem to combo the Puck's initiation with the damage. Mr. Blue walks right into another call.
Yeah, he was trying to stop... He was trying to deward them, but you don't want to deward at that point. It's already too late. The team fight was over. And actually, like I was saying before, like the amount of farm that the Spectre was getting compared to Necro, they pretty much have the Radiance at the same time. They tried to fight with the Radiance really, really hard on the Necro, but he had no mana at that point. He really didn't have a time to go in. He could have ulted and maybe took someone out with him, but it would have... It wasn't in the cards to initiate at that point. And now they are contesting with the hero that actually does way better with Radiance, at least for the farming.
And think of how the game started. She had 9 last hits, the Necro had 30, and they were pressuring her. She was level 5, 10 minutes in, 12 minutes into the game, and they're already all caught up. Like, Necro Radiance is like this death ball item when you're just 5-manning and running around and they can't stop you. But they haven't even tried to play that 5-man style. They really haven't. They've been trying to split the map and still farm.
Yeah, and the Rubik, I mean, the Axe has been doing really well, but the Rubik's been stealing good spells. He's been setting some stuff up, and really their whole team is kind of working together. On Team No TP, they're just kind of making sure that they get their items, and it's important to get these items. But I feel like they've lost the bigger picture, because Puck was so far ahead, creating so much space for everyone, and doing so much on the map, and then they're just like, yeah, Puck, you keep doing your thing, you keep destroying people, we're gonna go farm. And Puck's like, well, alright, I'm gonna go do that, but he didn't get any, like, he didn't get a Dagon to keep ball rolling or anything like that. He got all these really great items that work really well for team fights. Then the team fights just didn't show. So
yeah, I think it's like I said. Like, you needed somebody to come with them to provide that damage, because Spearbreaker didn't really provide it. Not enough of it. They needed one of the other cores to go with the Puck and just kill people. And now there's a Lotus Orb on the Sand King. Oh my goodness, he's got a Blink Lotus on the Sand King.
Yasha just put out on Spectre too.
Yeah, so they have so much more in a Yasha up Inspector. Like, they have so many more ways to initiate. Like, OD can Astral somebody, Rubik doesn't have a blink, it won't have a blink for a little while, but Rubik can Oh, they're gonna catch Spectre. There's the Haunt, but there's no one he can... Yeah, he goes to the Necro, who immediately ults him, but now he can just TP out. He can just totally TP out right now. Or just walk away, actually, he's fine. the kind of the panic ult player by Dreams.
Yeah, and they ran into him, and he had Radiance, so they couldn't have Puck blink on him. They didn't see him quick enough and got in range to let that happen. And that's painful because he was on high ground, so it wasn't like it was their fault. But it's
Oh, they're so
painful
close to
when you see it.
backdooring this. They just needed the SF to punch it once.
Yeah, they're gonna back off at this point. They realize though that they don't have Spectre ult, and that is a good time to fight if they were to go back and heal right now and get out of here. Because
Oh, they're gonna get caught though. Here's the smoke
the
out.
call is gonna come.
Yeah. Call into epicenter, just incredibly dead.
Yeah, very greedy of them to stick around at that point when they knew that their smoke had just failed. They're gonna group up at that point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even beyond that, like it would have been fine if they had 5 heroes there behind the Shadow Fiend. You can make it work. But they had 2 top. Like you can't do anything. Like I'm fine taking a 5-on-5 team fight with these 2 lineups if you know Haunt's down. Like you got the advantage.
Mech has been. I'm not sorry, not Mech. Pipe is actually on the axe too. I know he had.
Oh, it's so huge. Oh, they caught out. It was an illusion.
Illusion. It's just an illusion.
They look like
Tricky
they want to
plays
fight over
with
this
it.
tier 2 though. There's a blink on Necro now, so maybe he can get off a better, a quick Reaper Scythe and just get a kill with it to start the engagement. These are good items, but I just don't
Honestly,
see.
honestly, at this point, yeah, you would want to see a different item build from him, but Link is what needs to be done. They need to have some type of really good initiation, get a good pick, guarantee get them down really low, and then the scythe come down and end them. Because otherwise, if they don't get picks in the next 10 minutes, they are going to lose. And it's not like unless Radiant really throws the game at that point, then that's what you got to hope for. You got to build items to be able to, okay, we're gonna just pick off a hero 2 times in a row after he buys back, and
Yeah, I mean
hopefully we'll win.
the only reason I'd say they even have a chance is because OD is going for the Shivas first. Like if he just goes straight BKB, Lotus Orb comes out, but they didn't have enough damage to finish it off. The SF ult comes through, but Puck goes down with them. Spearbreaker's also brought down, just too much AoE damage. And now, the call caught the Necro before the swap came out. And they're just bursting them down. The Spectre's now too big, just melting them all. They don't have the damage. They still don't. Oh, Necro just gets dunked. There's a buyback out on Spearbreaker, but that's not going to matter. Fredo pops his BKB, but he's just got to hide. I don't think there's anything he can do. Oh, there's the call. Calls off the Spirit Breaker, allows the Spectre to get the distance. And there's the hammer. Comes out, cleans them up. 4 for 2.
Yeah, it's a rough fight. Honestly, you got to cut your losses at some point. They're trying to get the SF out, but he was out. They were trying to make use of the 10-second BKB. It's sometimes you just have to use the getaway, and it's a good thought to try to come back in and try to make something. But if there was all 3 cores still alive.
Yeah, and Spectre, even though she's low HP, still has Radiance and just does a ton of damage, and it's very tanky, so it's just very difficult to get this to go. Yeah, the Necro item build is very offensive, and I feel like to even survive in these fights now, he needs a BKB, which is just really problematic. And the other thing you noticed, so when Axe hits his Blade Mail, Necro just actually melts himself. Like, the Radiance burn that he's doing after he applies Veil to Axe just gets his HP so low so quickly, and then there's the Radiance burn so he's reflecting his Radiance burn against him, then Spectre's Radiance burn comes in along with the Desolate hits from the Haunt, and Necro actually, like, he starts these fights at full HP, and then immediately has to run, because he just instantly is getting beat down. And this just means that they have, like, 1 core, like, they have 2 cores who can't stand in the fight. Like, SF can BKB and man mode up, that's fine. But Puck is getting killed by all this AoE magic damage as well. Like, if Puck, I think, killed himself with a combination of the Radiance and just, like, he nuked the Axe when Axe had Blade Mail up a little bit, and then he's just dead because he gets earned up.
we have Axe getting the Aghanim Scepter as well, so they're going to be doing less damage on, and the Battle Hungers are going to be coming out doing more AoE spread of damage. So I think you were right before. I think that this is when you need to get Blade Mails. Really would have helped if actually I think Necrophos would have gone Blade Mail at the very beginning at this instead of going into Radiance. Just get Veil Blade Mail. The return damage would have been great. If you do get the last hit.
Looks like they want to make a smoke play with this Orchid. I don't... Man, the only reason this Orchid's a game changer is because the OD's going this greedy Shiva's build. So if they Orchid up the OD and kill him to start this fight, or even the Axe, because Axe has no way. But there's a Lotus Orb up on the Sand King.
Ooh.
Oh, they catch the Sand King out, but he's got the Lotus Orb and is saved by the OD. Oh, the Shadow Fiend didn't BKB before he used his ult.
Yep, and he's just donezo.
Yeah, he's done.
Ball comes out.
Took too much damage for his BKB. That whole fight, man, I think that whole fight's different. He just straight BKB Requiems, because they were much tighter grouped. He gets the Requiem off, he's still at full HP when it goes off. He's able to get some right clicks in, and instead it turns into a full... I think it would have been an even fight, and instead it turns into an easy 5-man wipe. And they've fallen so far behind, they're now 17k net worth. I think this is just GG. They only have 2 buybacks on their cores, and SF's a terrible buyback hero, and Necro's used his ult, so they don't actually do anything right now.
Yeah, they're still they still only are getting 1 Rax. Yeah, they could push in for end at this point, but I mean they are all coming back. It's pretty hard to push tier 4s with just super creeps, and your five heroes are decent and they're pretty tanky, but there's still some type of pushback. So
yeah, I didn't mean GG as in they were gonna end now. I meant like I don't see them losing this game now.
Gotcha. I understand. I see. My bad.
Yeah, I thought with the Orchid they had this opportunity before Spectre got her heart up.
Yeah.
I mean that fight gave her a heart. They cannot kill her now. Like, there's just no way. They don't have a Silver Edge. Shadow Fiend does not have the... Shadow Fiend actually almost has the money. They're going for this SK. Oh, Puck Orchids himself. I don't think this is the fight. Yeah, Spectre's here.
I think they're just trying to get something. They feel like Spectre is just getting way too far out of control, and they can't...
Axe is looking for the counter engage. He's got the blink. Oh, he got the SF out of the invis. Battle Hunger's out in the SF, so he's not going to do anything. He gets his BKB off, and they look like they made the call to run, but I don't think they can. A stolen swap pulls SF back in. He gets off the Requiem, but it doesn't really matter because Axe has got the call off, which means he has all this armor. And meanwhile, Spectre's just running down the back lines. And they just... Did somebody just get Necro-ulted by the Lotus Orb?
Yep. Necro just ulted himself, I think.
Yep, and died of it, because he is gone a long time. And GG's called by Mr. Blue, and I don't blame him. I believe this is GG. But this is the playoffs. It's a best of 3. The series that I cast last week was a fairly one-sided game in Game 1, and they came back for Games 2 and 3. And we will be right back, but I'm going to go move my sprinkler and grab a drink. So we'll be back for Game 2.
See you in a bit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's the classic. We're ahead with Necro. Let's do something. Let's get like even further ahead and just be a terror that just like moves around and kills people with ambient damage. That's fun to do if you can get it set up, but
they weren't far enough ahead. The OD had done too well against the SF, and the Axe had got like 2 solo kills, got him back in the game. Those solo kills on those supports were just game changing for him. Sorry about my dog barking, people. He's gonna do that. Okay, now I'm actually gonna go run do those things. I'm in the lobby.
okay.
So if you want to hop in, I think you're in here too. So. I'm back.
Alright. Cool.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think like maybe a Blink, they just didn't play aggressive. They got this lead, then they had early game lineup, and they kind of sat back and farmed. So
Yeah.
it's a classic mistake that would have Flub tilting like out of control at me, and it's happened a few times, just a few. We've only played like 400 games together, so I'm sure it's only happened a few.
No, it is my pet peeve of Dota to have like the carry always do that, but oh man, I'm just so used to playing like that, you know, the past like couple years. So.
Oh yeah. I'm not a super farm heavy guy actually. I mean I am a carry. I do tend to play carry, so like it's kind of my general asset. But I'm not like AFK just because I do not like that. It's not the sort of heroes I pick.
Yeah, I am. I'm not a fan of farming carries whenever I play either. So.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I like Quap. That Quap's good right now, and Lena too. They scale late, but man, you also get to murder people. Maybe we'll see that. I think Quap or Lena would be a fun game. They're certainly more fun than OD Shadow Fiend.
definitely.
All right. So, how do you think they adjust the drafts? Do you think Team No TP maybe goes for a more balanced traditional lineup? Do you think they maybe ban out Spectre, like ban out the OD? Do you think their spec bans come out?
I think maybe they, since they couldn't really deal with the Spectre. Oh,
Game
did
crash?
you just get kicked? Okay.
I just went to a new channel. Can you hop over to mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whew, Radiant team ban.
Okay. So second game.
Entire team ban.
Yeah, second game, second draft. Bans are coming out.
I think that so I think that they're gonna ban the Spectre. They tried to do a good draft against it. They had a good idea, but they didn't really figure it out in execution. They didn't have the true understanding of keeping him down all the time. Whenever he's on the map, you just shut him down. So I think that it's smart to just respect Bandit, because if they do pick it first phase again, they're gonna do something similar once again. And I mean, if you don't ban it first phase, they picked it first phase, so they obviously have no problem playing at the back of the late game.
I actually
If
like
they're
this
gonna-
Axe ban better. Like, the Axe did so much more for them than the Spectre. Like, his repeated... He'd start off the fight with a call, whether it was on one or two heroes, and then he would kind of just dance out and just set up a secondary call. And that secondary call is usually what turned the a even team fight or maybe a disengage into a disaster for them.
It's true. It's a good point. I do personally, you know me, I have my little ways and my little tricks of doing things, and I just don't think of Axe being as scary for them, because you could always do a couple different things to
But they did. They got him in a solo lane where he got crushed. He got dumpstered. But all that happened was they lost discipline on their supports and fed him 2 kills. And then he got his blink like 3 minutes faster than he should have. And then from then on, he just outplayed them. So I don't know.
It's true.
I think it's a good ban. Like, force their offlane player. Force was yellow. It was Noguchi. Force Noguchi, their drafter, to play a different hero. No, there's other heroes that can do basically the same thing, like Sand King. Other these blink initiation heroes. Huskar draft incoming. Watch, they're just gonna pick the Huskar now. They picked the Spectre. Really?
All right. Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Pick 'em right.
You know what I want them to pick right now? Okay, I like Sand King. I think if they don't ban it, I think Team No TP should go with the Slark.
Versus Spectre, just constantly have your carrier off the map and gank him over and over. Is that what you're thinking?
That and Oracle, if you save someone with Slark, he can just feed off of him with Essence Shift and just do a bajillion points of damage.
Yeah, 5
It's
seconds
true.
left now.
It's true.
It's one of those things where I like Slark against Oracle and Winter Wyvern for that he just the save mechanism can just end up making it so you can't actually fight them, because Slark gets 6 extra Essence Shifts and they die anyways.
Radiant team ban.
And then you can't fight. Like, you just can't fight into a Slark when he's got that much Essence Shift up, as long as he has like one of his many cooldowns off. So, and once he gets levels, like, yeah, you can save somebody with it, but then it's like 2 minutes where your Slark has got 10 Essence Shift. You don't want to fight that.
It's true.
5 seconds
I do think that Oracle is just in a weak position, though, and you can pretty much pick almost anything and counter him out right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Slark's just like a good, like, one, it fits the style. Like, they want to split the map and farm. Like, Slark loves that sort of game, you know? Like,
It's true.
and he's good against Spectre. Like, he just does a lot versus Spectre.
Right. You can try to move through trees all you want, but if you're leashed and you're not going anywhere. So I tend to agree with you. I think it's a really good pick. Keep him off the map. There's a lot of different things that you can do with Slark that'll just be good in this lineup. I do really think that they were going for Huskar eventually. If they weren't, that was a silly pickup on Oracle. And it's good that Team No TPE realized what's going on and just ban it out immediately at this point.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, like, because you can just put the Huskar mid and then just run dual lanes and sack the Spectre a little, and then just count on the Huskar to do what the Axe did. Plus, I know Brado plays Huskar himself, so I know his instant thought is, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just so hard.
Do you? I don't know if Team No TP would do this, but I don't know if they're going to take a page from VP's playbook after watching Epicenter and do a Doom. They could Doom and Doom Spectre. Just guarantee that, yeah, you can save her, but it still does a bunch of damage and she's just like dead anyway.
I think, man, I don't know. I don't think it's not, their carry player does not play that sort of a style of a hero very well, I don't think. At least not in this team context. Like, maybe, I'm sure he could play it in solo queue just fine. But I don't think the Doom carry, like a true position 1 Doom, is really his style. So I don't think they would. Maybe they'll have No TP who played offlane. Maybe they set up like a 1v1 with the Doom again and just aggro the Spectre.
Ooh,
Maybe you do that again. But I really like Sand King in an offlane more than I do in the 4. But, you know, with CM, the 4 Sand King can work pretty well, just because he always has mana, whereas otherwise he's kind of always like, you got your 1 stun, and then you have the clarity up almost.
5 seconds,
it's just
Morty.
rough.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Honestly, I would really love to see them go into a dual lane for Team No TP at this point. I think that the tri-lane was fine, but honestly, Oracle Spectre is not going to be a strong enough lane to be able to deal with a duo lane, even if you pick up something else. Like, Ogre might be able to make it manageable, but Ogre Spectre Oracle is an awful setup. I don't like that at all. So
I like Ogre for Team No TP. Just have the Ogre Sand King go bot, have the Maiden do her thing, and then just pick something that's like a Jug.
Come on,
Like, Jug's pretty good against Spectre too. I quite like Jug. So I like that matchup for Jug. So, and Jug is one of those heroes that you can have the CM jungle till she hits 2, and he shouldn't die or feed or anything. Yeah, he might have to like get sacked a wave or 2, but he'll get XP. He won't die, and then once he has the CM can come in and just make, you know, it's a classic combo for a reason. It's just kills against a lot of heroes, or at the very least you force them out of lane or force salves, and then you just do it again once your spells are off cooldown.
Yeah. It would be smart. I do like the potential of what you can get from the Juggernaut. He has a lot of damage. Though with Sniper coming out,
Agreed.
they're going to need to get something very divey. Honestly, I think that Crystal Maiden should be their only non-melee hero. Just go super divey at this point and get right on top of the Sniper. Pick up a Clockwork. Pick up a
Phantom Assassin.
Phantom Assassin. Phantom Assassin would be great versus this team.
5 seconds, Morty.
You could
It'll be
get, I mean, I don't think Ursa's the best, but and just pretty much there's any guy that's just going to get up on top of you. Even Spirit Breaker again. Pick it up again. That'll work.
They could run Axe themselves.
Well, Axe is banned out, so.
Oh yeah, they banned Alex. Okay, there it is. Clockwork.
Dire team pick.
I like this.
Yep, Clockwork. Either support or offlane will do really well. I like Clockwork versus Spectre. It's really nice. You cog her once, and it makes her so that she pretty much can't use her dagger. She can't really spam it very well. And if you can play around with cogs in the offlane, it's really great. Also, Clockwork Sand King can put a lot of pressure on that lane, so there's a lot to do there.
You know, if they support the Clockwork, you have the CM Clockwork is a really scary roaming duo. The Frostbite guarantees that Clockwork can close the gap with his battery assault, and then he's just on top of you with the early boots, and he has the mana to use his spells. Like, he just runs you down with battery assault. He doesn't even need cogs, potentially.
Potentially. So it's maybe I love cogs, so I don't really.
They are just full committing to greed. Like, I guess that's their play style, and that's fine. Like, they made it work last game, and there's nothing wrong with it. You just do what you do best. And Offlane Enigma is quite greedy, especially into a Clockwork.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10
Yeah,
seconds.
maybe
left.
they might even be trying to jungle it.
Oh wow! If it's jungle,
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
that is rough.
I mean, seeing how greedy they picked last game, and they're opening up with Spectre and Sniper, that's... Why not at this point?
Yeah, I do think Team No TP should get some late game heroes. Like, I know you said they need to get aggressive melee heroes. Yep, I like the Jug. He can be aggressive, he can play there, but if the game goes late, he's not limited. He's just fine against really all these cores. Like, a Blink Jug is actually quite good against Sniper. You can just Blink Omni him, and usually that's enough to kill him.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Honestly, right now, Faf, I would love to see someone who can help push with the Juggernaut. They got Sand King and Block to dive, and even Juggernaut can pick up some items to dive as well. I would love to see maybe a Death Prophet, even like a Jakiro mid at this point, just something that can just melt towers and say, alright, you're going to play Greed? Well, you're going to lose your tier 3 by minute 10.
Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
What does that?
5 seconds
The
more.
Lina would have been a good pick for that, I think, because Lina does a lot of tower damage and has great range to hit towers.
Reserve time.
Not only that, she just kills heroes. Like, just you delete a hero, and then Jug gets healing ward, he hits the tower in the front, and you can just hit it from the back safely.
I think Clinks could also be really, really strong here. Gives them some late game potential.
How do you mid that, though? Like, I don't like the Jug into... Actually, Jug into Sniper is not bad. It's actually not that bad.
Radiant team pick.
Also, I don't think Clinks into Snipers is that bad. Like, his auto attack is way, way stronger than Snipers. If you play it correctly, you should be able to outlast hit him.
Yeah, you can outlast hit him. The main problem with that matchup in particular is that you can just use shrapnels, and yeah, it only gets like 2 ticks on the Clinks, but you can actually just force him to constantly ship out regen with shrapnel, and there's no like punishing mechanism for a Clinks. Jug, if you waste your shrapnel, could just get run down. But you know what? I think you're right. Like, in the end, I think both do fine. Mitt can do well enough against Sniper, and then it just comes down to the Clockwork, CM, and Sand King. Like, whichever one of them's roaming needs to just kill that Sniper. Like, he just needs to die.
Yeah, the thing
okay.
is,
It's not a pushing hero, but it works. I like it.
it's divey. It's a divey hero, so it does at least accomplish something there. And at least Juggernaut will be able to help push with his healing ward. As long as he levels that early, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as he maxes that after spin, I think they're good. The other thing I like about it is it gives them so they have Hook, Battery Assault, and Sand King. Like, it gives them a lot of black hole cancel. Like, he has to get a BKB off, otherwise he should not be getting much of a black hole off. And you said it, that they are actually jungling it. This is so greedy. Oh my goodness.
And Mr. Blue and whoever, I'm sorry, I don't know who the other guy is, but they're old men Mungo. Those two should have a heyday this game, just roaming around. Honestly, if I were them as a support duo, I would be buying 3 smokes at this point, and just saying, okay, well, we're gonna go. We'll actually have Mr. Blue buy all three smokes, and just have Clock get his boots, because he's gonna be able to just get boots and roam on everyone during this game. And it's let's see if the greed pays off for him. It's a risky strategy.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, and the thing is if they're winning their lanes, like, Clockwork should just go in the jungle and just go kill the, just go kill the Enigma, like, go kill the Legion, whichever one's jungling, just go kill him.
Yeah, and they could be right. They could be like going for the greed strat. They know how to play it. They know how to keep keep their wards up so that they're defensive and are able to farm on multiple spots on the map. And they were playing really well with Axe. You know, they had that availability to, once they got a good initiation hero, they really knew how to play around it. So
I know, Morty.
you never know, might work out for them.
Legion's just such a different initiation hero. I don't like it. Like, Axe sets up the whole fight for you. Legion, like, just means that it's more like the puck, and that it just sets up for other people to do things. Like, Axe actually, like, I just don't. We'll see. Like, obviously, it's a different playstyle, so Gucci will play it differently, I'm sure. And you can see already a defensive ward up. Enigma's just gonna eat a creep and then walk to the jungle, going for that clarities. I just think their smoke. They're actually gonna go in on the. I love this. I don't like the path they're taking. Yeah, they're pinging it out. Mr. Blue right now is pinging. No. Go on high ground. We go high ground.
Morty, don't look now.
This clock
Mungo's
should
getting
not.
a little ahead of them
Oh my
now.
God, no,
Yeah.
I ain't ready for this.
It broke.
I
The smoke
didn't
broke.
do
They
this.
know he's there. But they got him. Oh no!
Mr. Blue's too slow.
Nobody bought boots. That's why it failed. Nobody has boots.
Oh no.
That's fine though.
Ouch.
Why aren't they staying to take the rune? Yeah, like, come on, sniper, let's do this.
Yeah.
Go home.
We'll take you.
All right, now it's on, baby.
There you go.
Oh, jeez.
Still, they blocked out the hard camp for the Enigma. They get some aggressive vision there. Like, that's fine. Like, they get the 3 bounties or 3 bounty. Yeah, they're gonna get it because no
Yeah, they're gonna
TQ
get
is
all
there.
Yep. They still get a block off for mid lane, at least a little bit. Not actually. They do not.
He did.
That's
He just
gonna be
messed. He just one of those things. He lost it. That's fine though. Like, the real rough thing is he lost that the creep deny because of the. Still, Ember has a pretty decent time the first few levels. What it gets bad once shrapnel and headshot are up pretty high.
It's true. The early headshot damage that he's taking on him though is something to worry about. And honestly, the lane I would want to look at is top. The Sand King should be doing pretty well versus them, but you know the tide can change here pretty quickly. He's putting out a lot of pressure on this Oracle, and yeah, Sand King has plenty of regen up there, so he's gonna be
I love
fine.
how he walked into the creeps to make him push the lane back out.
Doing a lot of damage to them.
And that's level 1.
Legion Commander is getting stunned up at bottom. She heals, but she doesn't heal correctly. Nothing
Still, yeah.
there. Ooh, top. He's gonna get killed.
Oh yeah, that's dead. He's dead. He's just gonna pop. And the Spectre, like, you can't man mode. You have a poor man's shield and he has a stout, but it doesn't matter. He's a Sand King. Like, he's. You have more armor with the poor man now, but Caustic is no joke.
It is not, and actually, mid's doing pretty well at this point. I actually thought that it'd be a little bit more favored for the sniper.
The base damage, he's got 10 more base damage. It's pretty big. You see the shrapnel come out like there, though? It's the shrapnel and the harass of that headshot damage. But it's actually really weird. Like, you get the Ember starts out pretty okay against the sniper,
Radiant's middle
and
tower is
then
under attack.
levels 2 and 3 gets rough for the Ember, and then at level 6 and 5 and 6 it gets rough for the sniper again because the flame guard and and his ult. But it's very interesting, and the fact that the CM helps him so much, it means he can really spam his spells and doesn't have to worry about things. Like, yeah, look at this, just zones him out.
Down.
Yeah, and he's not going to get a kill. He doesn't have that burst potential or that thing, but just zoning him out and putting pressure on the sniper, because snipers don't like, and this is one of those things where I'll be interested if Zero does it right. Like, this sniper should be shipping himself tangos, like, and boots and tangos immediately. Like, you just gotta keep buying tangos in this lane, and then you're fine, because you have to have your HP above 50% at all times.
Right. Mungo's able to keep out the Legion Commander too. If I mean, he's got the boots, he's got cogs now. There's a lot of potential. I would actually just have Crystal Maiden be match their greed.
Yeah.
If they're gonna have a Enigma jungle, either do that or go gank the Enigma over and over. And they're gonna try for it, but They saw
They're
him
paying
coming.
out the ward, but it's not the ward. It's the Jug move forward, and the Legion respects that power. Honestly, at this point, the Jug has a big enough head start. If he just buys boots and a Quell, he should just be left to solo with this Legion, and then they should just run around killing people with these two supports, or jungling if you're the CM as needed.
And looking at the net worth chart, like the besides the Enigma, you kind of knew that this was going to happen. It's all Radiant at this point, and
Yeah, but the Enigma is the ticking time bomb. The main thing is that the difference is in the offlane. Like, Sniper this Ember's doing better mid, but it's just going to keep getting tougher for him. But the key is that the supports can... Ember has so much kill potential with either of these supports. Oh, this Oracle's in trouble.
yep, he's caught out. But they're gonna
Oh
be
no,
coming
the
in.
Enigma rotation though, I think he might be dead.
Yeah, he's stuck there in that pit for forever.
Yep, he's dead.
And that was a good rotation. The Midnight Pulse doing a lot of damage there with that root.
Yep, a lot of damage. And still, that's a massive kill. Really slows down that Sand King. And this is where I think the supports are just being too inactive. Like the CM. Oh, no mana for the Purge. This Clockwork just hasn't gotten much done. It doesn't seem like he's got his boots now. He's got level 3. Oh, he can put some pressure on this Enigma pretty bad.
Yeah, he actually just trap him with your guys in there. Oh
No.
never mind.
Yeah, because he can Midnight Pulse and Cogs and just kill you.
Yeah, but there's it does a lot of damage to the creeps, and you can kind of farm. And they're gonna farm that.
Nah, they got mine. That's the one other thing. Like, you actually don't want your Cogs to be high level in a lot of cases as a Clockwork till later. So you never see people level it up. But whenever people do that, like, it just gives you more time to farm them when you have to use them like that. Still, like, there's no reason the Spectre can't be pressured. Spectre's getting a little bit too much here. I feel like, I think Clockwork coming up here is really good because the Sand King alone doesn't maybe have as much kill potential. But, with the Clockwork, you should have good chances.
Yeah, definitely. Well, they feel like they've done their job versus the Legion Commander. She's only 4-2 right now on creep blast hits, so they know that Jug can take her in a man fight. So
yeah, Mr. Blue's got the level 2 aura up, so yeah, he just has spin on demand now. He's got phase up. Like, this Legion can't threaten him with no boots. Matter of fact, yeah.
yep. And they're gonna get top easy.
Oh yeah, up top. Oracle's just dead. Uses the magic immunity to prevent the battery assault from doing too much, but they just punch him to death because you're just an Oracle. What are you gonna do? Clockwork actually TP's back instead of just using the Shrine. Not a big fan of that, but it's one of those things. Maybe you don't want to use the Shrine as a support. And Ember, puts some pressure on the Sniper and then has to go back. Shrapnel is really quick. Oh, and Vizrune. Nice deny by the Sniper.
Middle tower is under attack.
And now the Sand King can just start cutting this wave. Yeah.
Good dodge by Brado.
Oh, did he sleight of fish dodge it, or?
No, he used his ultimate. He remnanted it.
Nice.
Dodged it.
That is quite nice. The Sand King pulled the wave, actually. Interesting. I thought he just cut it back there. I guess last time he tried to do that cut play, the Enigma rotated on him, so that's no good. So Legion's not really getting much chance. Brado's Dreams is keeping the pressure up on him for the most part. Yeah, once he hits 6 too, there's just a lot of kill potential. Looks like they're going for a smoke on this Enigma. Okay, they stole some XP. They know he's over here. Oh, he's on the low ground too. I believe he's just dead. Yeah.
And, but the creeps are going to multiply at this point.
He's dead.
They're going to get a turnaround kill, and they might kill Mista. Nope, he's going to get out.
He's out. Oh, Ember though is coming in. Baits out the Shrine. That's a pretty big win there. That's fine. You'll trade your 4 Clockwork or 5 Clockwork, however you want to classify him, because both him and CM can easily farm take up farming items. But you'll trade that for their Enigma all the time. Meanwhile, the Spectre is now having a lot of trouble compared to the Sand King. Has the last hit under tower. Still going for the earned phase boots build. I like this build, but the Sand King, I feel like they just gotta kill the Spectre. They need to start doing that. Killing the Enigma was nice, but I think they should look to combo him. Oh, this Oracle's in serious trouble.
Yeah, and I mean he's gonna put that disarm on himself, but he's gonna pop again here in a second.
Yeah, he is.
And he can. Oh, I was thinking he's gonna get a two-man stun, but it's probably a better move getting away.
Oh, Clockwork! They could turn this. They could turn this real well with the Clockwork coming in.
Earns honor though, so she's gonna get plenty of her hit points back, and Enigma's
yeah,
gonna go back to
it
farming.
was more of if they kept chasing the Sand King, the turnaround play.
Yeah,
but
definitely. And Sand King has his boots up, so he can actually get a play here if they can actually jump on the Enigma.
Oh, the Clockwork's in real deep. Enigma has hold too. They gotta respect this. Nice cog. He should be fine. Just walk away. Clockwork needs to get a stout, I think, against all the Enigma. It's too many right clicks from those little guys.
Yep. Honestly, it's not even a bad idea to just get the one-man shield at this point on a clock. It's later. Yes, it's not going to be in the very beginning, but I would have liked to have seen it. It's
Oh, they're going for the sniper. They're going to dive him. I think they're going to get him.
Blast from the.
He's got another remnant. Oh, the black hole! Oh, what a rotation by the Enigma. Oh, and they're going to get a duel? No, he's only level 5. Oh, Mr. Blue gets Malthused up and is killed. What a huge turn. Oracle is punished up top, though, for basically being an Oracle anywhere near the Sand King. And Jug is still free farming away, so he's going straight for the Yasha build. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine. They need someone farming up on the map, and also Yasha gives you the availability to get to fights as well quicker. So
yeah,
I'm
just hoping he gets a wand too. Like, I actually love this build. I just get a full wand before I even get the Yasha, but it's fine.
Yeah, it makes sense versus a guy who's going to be spamming out, trying to spam out waves too.
Yeah, this is probably better because he doesn't really need the stick, even the stick right now. He's got his Omni Slash up, so he should be able to just kill. Yeah, this is a dead Legion. Yep, just the spin battery. Yep, just dead. Doesn't even use the Omni.
This'll come in handy.
It's perfect. It's actually even better. And now if she comes back down in lane, he has a lot of mana regen. He's gonna get his ultimate spin again, and just punish her once again.
Yeah. And Brado still is up on the sniper in last hits. This is big. I know that the black hole did turn that kill around, but that's fine. Like, getting a black hole resulting in 2 kills is, it's gonna happen again.
Definitely. And the chains
this Spectre's getting gone on here. Oh, that was a dive they make. That is a kill. But instead they're going to pressure this tower, and this tower's going to fall. And once that tower falls, they should be able to just ward up the jungle and roam it out.
Ooh, Sand King has his blink up. I didn't even notice that. Did you call that out already?
No, I had not called that out. But it makes sense. He's been free farming the lane. And it's not even naked blink. He's got a full wand, an orb of venom, and tranquil boots. Like, he's loaded for bear. Looks like Clockwork and Crystal Maiden were getting a little frisky in the dire jungle, but they're going to back off, and these creeps are just going to claim the top safe lane tower for themselves.
Oh, Brado did it again. He actually dodged another sniper shot that was going to kill him.
Yeah, he's a good mechanical player. He definitely is.
That was some solid play right there. And
yeah.
This those ganks are actually crucial for the Dire team. If they can have their supports roam with this Blink Dagger on Sand King, they can cause a lot of havoc for the enemy team here. And honestly, like, it's great to have the Enigma illusion, little guys hanging out with them. But the thing is if you get a Sand King to blink stun on top of him, hitting those as well, you just use your Caustic Finale on them and add more damage that generally wouldn't possibly be there on a really squishy hero. They're jumping mid.
Oh. There's an epicenter? Okay, they caught out the Legion was coming in. I was wondering where it was. I got confused. Oh, is Legion going to walk away from this? Oh, wow.
She is. They didn't expect the infused rain drop to actually save her.
That's that's a streak for the sniper. That's not what you want. Enigma's getting close to his mech. The Jug is finished with the full Yasha, though, so... Oh, Gucci, what are you... Okay.
Oh, great. Dire's bottom tower just...
He's not being very risky about it. He's just trying to
He's got a
farm
range.
it.
He's got a and he's got a raindrop. Raindrop means a lot of those clockwork kills I'm so used to getting on the hero or having happen. Like they just don't happen because the raindrop prevents it.
Yep.
And they're just committing for this high ground. They've got Enigma. They've got Sniper to spam out waves. He even went treads just to tank up as much as possible. But I like
that's
this
smart.
move. Yeah, it is. I like this move. They put the Jug mid. He's got his Yasha. He's got his Aquila. He's got near max healing ward. It'll be max one more level. They're just going to push this tower, and they can really force it. That's all the tier 1's up. And then you just got to really seize the map control and just play on their side of the map. Just make it so they have very little space to farm.
Right. And at the same time, Mungo's trying to solo get his level 6.
They found this Enigma, and he's in a lot of trouble. Mr. Blue didn't take his ult, though, but Brado doesn't care. He's going to come on in.
Oh, he's going to ult.
Oh, he's going to get it off. The spin, though, the spin finishes him off. Oh, but the Legion hit. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a disaster on the Shrine. And Mr. Blue, like, you have to have the CM ult. I was a big fan of not doing it for the longest time, but they keep buffing up Freezing Field, and
It's too good, man.
yeah, if he had just popped Freezing Field right there, the Enigma's dead.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of it. I used to go 1-1-1-1-3-1, and honestly, like with how Frostbite is, you just gotta, if you're gonna commit to Frostbite, that's fine, but you can only get that as your like primary spell, and not even go Crystal Nova anymore. You can't have that possibility, and I don't like doing that. So really, Crystal Maiden is just like a Veno now. Treat her like a Veno that gives you mana and doesn't push.
I don't like committing to Frostbite like at all, especially against the Legion. Like it's just Nova and ult. Like it's just Nova or an ult. Like because there's that purge. Like it just doesn't matter. Like and the longer it is, the more value they get out of purging it, which they're gonna do. And they have Oracle Purge as well.
Ooh, and they're gonna catch out this Spectre. They commit the ult for it.
Yep,
and
they got him. That's big. That is a huge kill. And meanwhile, I don't know if you noticed, I was looking at mid. Brado just goes in, aggressively goes on the Oracle, forces Oracle to use his ult to save himself. So, still making plays. Got the Veil up now, but the net worth is still on their side, but not very much. The Enigma did not go Midas at least, so they're not like super far behind. But this mech obviously has its own benefits. As well, and they want to go on this Enigma again. Oh, the sniper! If they get the hook, he's dead.
They're getting really aggressive though. 2 supports with no cores around them, and they're going to get picked off for trying to be this aggressive.
Yeah. They needed the hook, and it just didn't come out. They get the dual damage here. Mech heals up, countering out what the Ember is able to do, and the Jug is just kind of in there.
Yeah, he's pretty far in there, but the Root's going to come out on Ember, and
yeah, they just didn't have the Sand King. I don't think you can make that play without the Sand King there.
no, you can't. It's like the problem is they did just use their ultimate to kill the Spectre, and that's great. That's fantastic that they did that. But if you can't have your offlaner come around and help you guarantee kills as a roaming duo, then it's just you shouldn't go in on stuff. You should just sit back, try to get your farm at that point, and then use your ultimates and your abilities whenever his
Spectre's getting gone on the top.
Oh, Radiant spot on
Yeah,
top.
just
okay.
Brado pressuring. Doesn't have enough mana. Yeah, I think that's one of those cases where you have the Ember or the Jug go with you. Like, if one of them is with you, then you have the damage. And then they just... I don't think Mungo ever saw that he never got the hookshot lined up. But, like, that's because Mr. Blue is kind of ahead of him. If you're going to try to make that play with 2 supports, you got to just aggressively hookshot, because you got to make it fast. Because once they rotate, you're dead, no matter what. Like, but if you get the hook really quick and then, like, a quick CM ult, maybe you get that kill and you're able to make it worthwhile.
Right. They're also able to, like, the supports.
This Spectre is going to be forced back again.
Yep, not going to able the farm. And well, she's still getting a couple right clicks. But,
Oh, got stuck. Got stuck in the trees.
oh, can he see her?
No, you can't see her.
That's
It's
lucky.
Yeah, that is lucky. Still, I like that Brado is basically camping himself wherever that Spectre is. Oh, Dreams is pretty far. Okay, he's going to get away. I like that he's just kind of camping himself where the Spectre is and saying, I'm not going to let you farm. Like, you cannot farm in a lane.
Yeah,
that's the sort of pressure that didn't happen before, and it really let her catch up. And you could see it, like, each time she came up to the creep wave, he just veiled and instantly put her into the position where you had to run, and this Tier 2's dead.
Yep. And it's going to be hard for her, especially if they start getting up wards over there. I was about to comment on how Legion was able to take their stack down at bottom, and the Radiant supports need to either have very aggressive wards, keep that pressure up on the Spectre, make sure that she can't farm, or guarantee that if Spectre's getting farmed, the rest of her team isn't, and have wards basically down on their side of the jungle on the right side and down into their own jungle, because the Legion can't be farming into your own jungle without anyone checking.
And I think, so we're in this point where they're playing, I think they need to get aggressive, and I know Ember's trying to get his bots up, but I think Ember needs to be looking to get kills. Like, he's played very well this game and some nice dodges, but when you go with this Veil build, like, you gotta be aggressive. And they have the Sand King with the Blink, they have a Jug, he doesn't scale the greatest, he's finished up his Manta, so maybe that's enough. And I know they're worried about the Black Hole, but if this Ember does farm, this Legion has her Blink now. I think that was revealed just now. So this Ember's just going to eventually get picked off. Black Hole or Duel, one of these things is going to catch him if he just keeps farming. But if they make aggressive movements, you can, just fight as a team, and I think they're stronger.
It's true. I do think that also, if you have Clockwork kind of sitting off to the side, not initiating at the very front, kind of being off to the side so that he can hook the Enigma in case there is a counter initiation, I think that Radiant still have a very good shot at this. The chaos of Spectre ult, though, it's kind of hard to ask for a hook to come in out of nowhere to save everyone. They're kind of in an awkward position right now, but I feel like they could still come out of it. They just need to keep the pressure up, keep the ganks going. Hopefully, not worry about generally getting their farm up on these heroes. Just go down for push. Just push down, and if Enigma does get an ultimate, then you try to hook them. It's the best thing that you can hope for.
Oh, they can counter hook this sniper. He doesn't have a. Yeah, this sniper should be dead. Go for the hook. He's got it.
Got it. Doesn't have a force staff. This blue has his ult. Oh, but he's gonna not get any of it off. Spectre's able to help out and get the kill. Ooh, and now they're really low on this, and they might turn around for two. Blue's gonna be coming in. Sand King ult's there.
Oh, gets the Epi off, though.
The ultimate comes out from Omni.
Oh, with the Black Hole.
It's just worried about committing it. Worried that you're too low. You got to commit it immediately. There. That was the problem. If you're gonna go in, you go in hardcore with your team, and you throw all your spells out possible. If you're going to get a sniper or someone big like that.
Enigma actually went back for the Midas.
Oof. Yep. And now they are 1k ahead right now, and it's gonna just keep climbing at this point unless they can get some good team fights.
Spectre's getting close to Relic again. I think, yeah, this is getting rough. They picked this fighting lineup, and they're losing these fights now. Ember does have
almost has her Relic, man.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. Oh, we got a hook shot into the Oracle, but Oracle actually can just no ult. Nah, this Oracle's just dead.
Maybe. Oh wow. Mech was very close there. I think he could have actually saved him if he was a second sooner.
Yeah, that's the whole, like, you try to make sure the mech's in range, and maybe they're there. Spectre's getting pushed at again by the Ember. Ember now has bots, so that's pretty big, but just not. I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any mana right now, Faf, and no Gucci can still grab him.
No stick charges either to get it. Okay. he regened enough mana to do that. That's big. So Sand King's going straight Shivas or straight Hex?
I think straight Shivas. Get the sight out for Spectre to be able to chase her down. Makes a lot of sense.
I would like a pipe
straight...
so much more. Like, there's so much magic damage on the other team.
Right, and they know that they like to rush for the Radiance on Spectre.
So you know Radiance is coming. Oh, they caught the Enigma out, maybe? Can they? Nope. Oracle's there. Bye-bye Flame Guard. Oh, they found the CM. Oh, but the Miss Blink! The counter? Oh, no. Breda, sorry, Dreams didn't see it in time. If Dreams reacts perfectly there, it's always tough to ask when you're, you know, who knows where his camera was. He was just farming some Ancients. If he's able to just turn around instantly Omni, that Legion just dies.
Yeah, it's really hard to ask for something like that. I do think that was their chance though to kind of get something back out from these problems. But I mean, Legion has her Blade Mail now, so if she does get someone, it's almost a guarantee that they're gonna die.
The Legion now has more net worth than this Legion, who is 6-2 so early in, has more net worth than this Ember. Yikes.
Yeah, she just keeps finding farm.
Kills,
their offlaner just they let her go. They say, okay, we've done enough damage here. She is out of this game, and then she just goes and farms their jungle and keeps farming jungles over and over. Well, Clockwork's going in on Enigma bottom, but he's gonna die for it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
This is the problem with the support clock, is sometimes you play it like offlane clock, but it's 25 minutes in instead of 15 when you have like similar items, or 16 minutes, and it doesn't feel as good. Like, it's kind of like the position 4 Sand King. Like, your damage timings are just worse, and you just do less. They do have a 3-man smoke coming in. They have an Omni Slash up. They know Haunt's down. They've caught this Enigma. They can get the... Yeah, okay. Enigma should go down here. Hits off the Black Hole, does a ton of damage. There's an Epicenter in on nobody. The Spectre actually kind of runs into the Ember and just is going to get melted by the CM ult. And the Healing Ward is up the whole time to keep them going. Oh, and even with that... Omni Slash out. Oh no, it jumps to the Ancients. That's some awful luck there.
Yeah, it is.
Clockwork's back in the fight.
Duel comes out.
But Ember's come back in with full HP. They actually get the duel win on the Clock or the Jug. It was on the clock.
Holy crap, it was a 5-man wipe.
Wow.
What?
The heal ward did so much work that fight. They were getting earned the whole time. Clockwork came in with 2 urns, I think. An urn or 2. And Ember went back, got really low, used all of his potential, and then came back and just did more damage. Perfect team fight for them.
Yeah, very good play by everyone there. Like, yeah, it was a little bit misplay of the Epicenter, but he was pulling it up so that he would stop the Enigma, because they didn't know if the ticks from the CM would have been enough. And he had already started it, so
yeah.
It was already committed.
Yeah, well, but it's the benefit. Like you said, if you're in, you gotta be all in there. And that's what he did. And the whole team was on the same page. The Ember was there at the right time. Oh,
and they're going to be going in on the Enigma. They're probably going to be able to get him. Yeah, Noguchi's there, but they can get him.
Oh, they get the duel off on the Ember.
Who's pretty healthy, and they got the
heal ward
chilling there.
I think they're going to take this Ember down, but they're doing so much damage. Oh, no. Okay. Ends up being 3 dead.
I believed in the healing ward once again. That was...
The healing ward kept them up enough. The problem was they lacked the damage. The Ember's Flame Guard was down. Whether it was just on cooldown at that point or got purged, I don't know. Easily could have been both. And then Clockwork doesn't really add much damage in that circumstance. There was no Epi and there's no Freezing Field. And no Omni either, right? Yeah. So they just didn't have their ults to do the damage. And I think the thought was, Enigma's is no black hole, let's just run at them. But without the diffusal up, Jug doesn't do that much damage yet, and they just didn't have the damage to and I think they got shrapnel the whole time as well, so like, it just added up.
Yeah, the shrapnel was there, and the right clicks were. I mean, your sniper was miles away, shooting them a little bit. So
Yeah, he's got Maelstrom up now. He's got Maelstrom Hurricane Pike. He's got the Shrapnel DPS up as well. So basically, that will counteract the Healing Ward if they're kind of just stacking against each other.
Breath of Life into no TP though. That was still a decent fight. Yeah, they gave up some at the end there and swung back into the Dire's favor. I
Radiance
think
is
that
up though.
Radiance is up. That's true, and they still have a window though. If they can get it, but before Legion gets the BKB. Once Legion gets a BKB, it's going to be incredibly hard to stop them. And
You mean Enigma or Legion?
No, Legion. Legion almost. She's working towards her BKB. She has her actual things completed, and her Black King bar is just the recipe now.
I think it's less. It's not about the Legion's BKB. It's about the Enigma's BKB. Because all these fights, they go in. He gets off these holes and then usually either dies or just barely lives. And that kind of sets the whole fight. If he has the ability to just BKB when they commit, if they commit on him, and just black hole whoever's there, and there's nothing they can do except hookshot. And hookshotting's really tough when a haunt's gonna go off. You probably have Eidolons around. That's gonna be a tough ask for Old Man Mungo. So I don't like that he's going pipe here. Honestly, I would really prefer him to get the BKB.
Yeah, but the thing is who else is going to build a pipe on his team? And
I just think he gets a pipe afterwards, because that's one of the things about Enigma that's nice, is like, he's one of those heroes that you get the... Yeah, it's nice to have a 10-second BKB, but you really don't care. It's all about having the 5 seconds of immunity to just do your black hole, and then you're fine. So getting an early BKB is fine. Oh, Sand King's in trouble. They're going to get the root off, and they get the duel off, and he is just dead.
Some added damage there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I feel like that it would be nice to have that, but let's be honest, it's gonna be hard to get these situations where he's gonna get the BKB off in the first place. And like they've been jumping him every single time, and they do have a lot of availability to stun lock him out. They do have the jump from Sand King, and if they don't get the availability to stop that, then they do have a hook to line that up right after, keep them stunned out for a longer period of time, and then Jug should be up there to be able to Omni Slash him. So if you have all that magic damage and that's coming out with like Epicenter and Epicenter stun and then hook shot and all of his battery assault mess, I think it'd be nice to have the BKB, but you might be able to just live if you can get the pipe off for a second. And if you can just live for a second, you can get your mech, and then you can get your pipe hole. So that's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, I think that's right. But I'm just thinking about how these fights have gone. Like, they try to stun him out, he barely lives, gets off a black hole, and then he dies. Usually it's just an AoE or somebody kind of comes in and cleans him up. Or just like jug spin, the residual magic that's still going on to kill him. If he gets off the BKB, like, there's nothing to stop him. It has to be like a Jug Omni or something, or the hook shot. Like, and Johnny Magic's having to run away from that Ember. They were looking for him, but he gets away, and they're fine though. Like, you got Sniper Spectre. Like, if you can just farm your side of the map, as long as you're getting half the map, you're fine with this. Oh, Jug's got a full easy Omni here. Oh, he's just got to commit. Oh, you just got to commit it. Oh. Yeah,
could have taken out the sniper.
Yeah, that's an easy. If you Omni immediately, then you defuse him. Like, he just dies, I think. But I think he was the whole nervousness of his Oracle there. Can Oracle just save him? But
it is a decent threat for sure. And we have a.
The Spectre went the attack speed talent instead of the. BKB comes out on the Legion. Immediately looks for a duel, gets it on the clock, but just cleans him up immediately. Haunt committed as well. Okay. Mr. Blue's able to TP himself out. They do save the tower. The Radiant Courier was heading to the middle of nowhere.
It was to deliver Ember's Lincoln Sphere piece, and yeah, he was there, but sometimes it bugs out when you click on it like that.
Yeah, it's going to where you used to be. He's going in on this Oracle, but Oracle just ults up. He's fine. Oh,
They have no real stun to deal with him though, so he could just TP out right now.
Legion's looking for blood.
This'll come in handy.
Going back to farming. They're fine with it on the Dire. It's late game. They got Legion. They got Enigma doing his jazz. They got Spectre. I mean, this is just late team central.
Yeah, and Dreams looks like he's going for a Scotty. I don't really like this. I think if you're gonna go defensive stat item, I think Lincoln's is just too good this game not to get with the Legion on the field. Beyond that, like, I'd actually prefer a Blink, because he has to get off good aggressive Omni slashes. Like, I don't think at this point you can clean up with them.
Yeah, it's I don't know though. I don't know if either one's good. I think that he has to get some damage, right? He needs to get some type of availability to just, when he omnis, he kills someone. And I don't know if he can do that anymore. Maybe Maelstrom.
I think Maelstrom's fine. Actually, no. I think he should just go for, like, I think a Shadow Blade. I think a Shadow Blade kind of fits all the criteria. It lets you get off a good Omni aggressively, potentially. Okay, this could be really bad. Okay, there's the On Out. The Oracle's just dead. There's the Omni Slash, but he commits it kind of late. Oh, there's a two-man Black Hole. Oh no, he doesn't get the stun off. And there's melting Shrapnel. Shrapnel and
CM's gone
Radiance.
too.
Yeah, that's dead. 5-man team wipe.
Just as quickly as it was a very interesting fight in mid, it turned very bad there for the Radiant.
Just committed too much onto the Oracle. Like, once he used the Omni there, they kind of ran into the Enigma and just got hold. And the Sand King stun didn't go far enough. He just missed it.
Yep. It just added to the pile at that point, and maybe that's also why Enigma didn't feel like he needed a BKB at this point. Maybe he feels like he's been getting picks correctly with his with his black hole. He hasn't even needed a blink this game.
No, he just kind of walks at them aggressively. They usually either they're moving on someone else, he walks next to them and just holds, or they initiate on him and he just black holes as soon as he's not stunned out.
Now he's going for what? He's going for a Lotus Orb himself.
Yeah, it's good. Good item. Gives him armor, gives him mana, just a lot of utility there. Sniper's a fuel Mjolnir, is going for Daedalus next. And the item progression on this Ember is slowing out so hugely. He's gone, at this point he's gotten Travels and Veil. He just doesn't do any damage. And yeah, you got a Lincoln's now, but without it, like, the old spell build worked, one, because the amp was higher, but two, because you get that Maelstrom up where you got that Radiance up, so you did damage. And by going defensive like this, I don't know if he can do enough. Like, even a Blade Mail maybe, like, he's sitting in all this AoE damage, and at least then you can leverage your HP pool for damage as well.
Yeah, I think Blade Mail, if it was picked up very soon
committing
after.
onto this Oracle again, just ults himself now and
got the pipe.
oh, Legion blinks in but gets cogged up. Oh, they got a nice Omni here onto the Soul Legion, but she's quite tanky.
All comes out from
comes
Spectre.
in.
Spectre's going to be able to do plenty of AoE damage around here. Mr. Blue's
Yeah.
getting really low. They're just going to be able to chase him down. Actually, the Root's going to be coming out from the chains. And
Might be saved here. The heal wards come out. Oh, they're gonna get the duel off? Yeah, they get the duel off on the Dreams. Blade Mail's gonna wear off, but all the heroes are gonna show up. And there's the black hole. Oh, it catches Brado on the edge. Oh, that's a disaster. He has a remnant up. He should be able to get away with it.
yeah, he's okay. Oh, the Roots come out. The stun comes out.
Oh, they don't want this fight. There's too many of them. There's just too many of them.
Luckily, Sniper doesn't have a crit. Otherwise, that would have been even
Legion's
worse.
actually going for the Ags. Legion has the Ags now, in addition to BKB. Interesting. I always thought it was usually an either-or thing, but I guess you BKB on your way in, and then you, like, doesn't matter how long it is, you get the duel off, and the Ags kicks in, and you're fine.
Yeah. I really don't like Ags on Legion, though.
I think it's fine as a BKB substitute. It's fine, but I don't see the point in both.
I don't even. Whoa, he's gonna get the.
Oh, he stole the Aegis.
steal. Wow,
That's so big.
Excellent
He's gonna
play by the man.
Yeah, he's gonna die for it, but denying an Aegis to a Spectre is incredibly important. That keeps them in the game, because as it is, I think this game is very, very tough for them. They're down 14k gold, and it's a really rough situation. But if they had an Aegis on the Spectre, like, I don't know how they avoid taking it. Save Arax. It just seems impossible to me.
Yeah, I honestly maybe a little bit too much already. Wow, Jug's going in on this, and he's.
He pops his Manta aggressively.
Oh, he popped it because he was getting stunned out by Enigma. So
Oh,
it was
he got
good.
Malphist, yeah. If his team was there to follow up, that would have been two good picks, I think. But they weren't quite on the same page.
Yeah, the pipe just makes it so that Ember is doing like 0 damage now.
Yeah, pipe
right?
and mech.
It's just...
Yeah, it just counteracts all of their damage. And they have these Saint King Epi, he's going for this Ags. They just don't have damage on their supports. That's probably the problem with the Clockwork support. He doesn't actually have damage. And CM just cannot get off a freezing field. Like, she doesn't have the ability to stand in these fights.
She does have Glimmer Cape, so I mean, if she can get the right situation where they're chasing her down, and then Glimmer Cape.
Legion's just been hunting her though. It's pretty obvious. Now with okay.
Spectre almost has her heart now as well, so
yeah. Like I said, I mentioned before, went for the 30 attack speed instead of the strength. That'd be something I'd never do. 20 strength is too freaking good compared to a measly 30 attack speed.
yeah, he's just confident that he can get the health item though, and eventually fight later on. If they're going to go super ultra late, maybe the attack speed is technically better.
Nah, it's just if you think of the gold value, like what is the 30 attack speed item compared to like 20 strength is, you know, close to a Reaver's 25.
Might catch her out here. They're using all their abilities. The Omni Knight comes out.
Oh, that's huge. That's big. Much needed kill.
Dyer's middle tower's
700.
Yeah, and this is a really nice trade for them. Considering how far they are down, they're going to get nice lane pressure top. They can farm out the jungle. They're going to get this. They're going to trade tier 2s, it looks like, which is really fine. And it looks like they want to force them back on the high ground.
Dyer's middle tower's under attack.
But I don't think that's going to work.
Push back the wave bottom, and he's going to be able to come right back up. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't have
December
Spectre.
Oh, he missed the
They're
chains.
going to kill Oracle. Oracle's gone.
Oracle's
out of the
gone?
fight now.
Oracle just TP'd into the middle of them then. I was watching, I was like, oh man, they almost canceled Oracle's TP. And instead he just dies. Oh, Enigma's in trouble now. He can black hole, but instantly
the
countered
stun
by the
came out
battery
instantly.
assault.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. All right,
Jug
so
got
they
dueled
buy
though.
back.
They buy back on the Spectre Haunt, which confirmed the Jug kill. 'Cause the Legion got the duel off and just murdered him. So, what looked like it was a good sequence for them to pretty much disastrous because of the duel onto the Jug, and then the Spectre buyback just confirmed it all.
Okay, Maelstrom's coming out for Ember. Will be
This is too late.
able to do a little bit of more damage though.
I just think it's too
It's
late.
too late, but something.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's the other issue is that Jug went for Diffusal 2 already. I don't know. And he's just going still for the Scotty. I just think he needs a Lincolns of his own.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they're just going in.
Yeah. Why not? They're all down.
Yeah, either they buy back and you can back off, or oh, they pop his Lincolns. Man, this duel lasts so long, it's just BKB through it.
Oh, wow.
He didn't hit the
Great
shrine.
play, but missed it though.
He didn't hit the shrine before he did it. I don't think that thing. Nice epicenter. They're all so low, but they need the cleanup of the Jug.
And Jug's here. Jug's coming in.
Jug's coming in. He's got an Omni.
It's Omni, but
Oh,
it's bad bounces. And Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Oh, but they're
They're
gonna
gonna kill the Spectre. That's a dieback on the
down.
Spectre.
and it's gonna be for Enigma too. Oh, or not.
Can they get the sniper? They're trying to pressure them, but nobody else can close the gap.
Actually, they got him. They got the sniper.
got him?
Clockwork's gonna be able to get him.
Oh.
And, I mean, they're gonna die for it as well, but they can
That's
pick
fine.
him off.
Oh, this Ember can't die in this situation. Jug's fully healthy
Yeah.
though. Jug's
Wait,
gonna
he's
win
got the
this.
healing ward.
Yeah, he's got
Kill
the
him,
heal
kill
ward.
Oh, he can't do any damage to him because it's.
Because the magic immune, all this damage is defusal. He'll clean him up now though.
Yep. Oh, can he tick him down? Can he tick him down?
No, it's not gonna happen. No midnight
Wow,
pulse.
five-man white.
If he got the midnight pulse down there, he actually kills the two of them. And it would have been a 5-for-5 wipe. See him having respawn after dying earlier.
Savage wrecked.
Yeah, definitely. And their Breath of Life is definitely into the
Heal
radiant
ward's
here.
up, yeah, heal ward's up in 4 seconds. He's gonna heal himself up into full, and they're gonna have to buy back to save Rax.
Yep. And they'll buy back on like 2 cores. They'll be able to come back and get some key items. Yep, that's Enigma buyback.
That's
which
not enough.
isn't, like, too
He
big.
doesn't have hull. You gotta go.
Yeah.
Make
going.
him show it.
Oh
It's
boy,
2.
Dyer's middle tower's under attack.
They're gonna let them have this. Gotta focus though, guys. Who cares about that? You got healing ward. Oh no!
You should have just spun. Yeah, you could have just spun TP and you'd been fine.
Yeah, just hit the tower.
Well, the other thing is that Brado could have come in and put some more pressure on them. Only gonna get the 1 Enigma buyback. Yeah, they could have gotten more, I think, but it's okay. It's still that got them down 3K.
Oh man, Dyer's bottom tower.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Sniper went with this full aggro Daedalus build. Not a huge fan of it this game. I think he needs to get his own BKB desperately. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Ooh. And see, that's where I just want the mobility on the Jug. Like, if he has a blink there, the sniper's just dead, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean,
Yeah,
Ember's-
because he blinks up. He diffusals him. He omnis him, or he waits for him to Hurricane Pike, punching him, shredding him, and then he just omnis him, and then he just dies.
He's going for the Octarine at this point. Do you think that that's the play? You need to get him tanky and
On Enigma, or who?
on Ember.
Uh,
He doesn't have a lot of magic like we're talking about.
you know, I think it's fine. Like, anything that reduces his cooldowns is basically more damage for him. So I think it's fine. I think I might complete the Mjolnir over it, just because I want to be able to, like, if he could throw the shield onto himself or the Jug when we go in, that's a lot more damage
Right.
as well available, so.
Yep. All that AoE damage still procs it if
Yeah,
he's getting
this
auto attack.
Spectre actually. Oh, nice getaway from him, avoiding the blink. And this, okay, this Legion's not actually getting anything to break the Lincolns of the Ember. I think a Halberd is just a must in this situation. It's a good item on her, and it gives you the availability to, like, at least if Ember's being cheeky like that, you just pop his Lincolns and at least make him back. Like, even if you don't get him. And then in a team fight, like, if he's busy worrying about other things, you can just solo kill him.
Yeah, true.
BKB on Enigma's coming, though, and it will come pretty quick with the cooldown reduction and his Midas and his ability to farm. He's going to get that quite quickly. They're still down 12k gold, but they're keeping it fairly well.
Yeah, the Ember Spirit's at late game potential is pretty phenomenal. Like, yeah, it doesn't stop there. Late game, it's incredible. Like on that Dire side, all 4 of those heroes are just crazy late game heroes.
Even Oracle's a crazy late game. Oracle has a lot of magic damage, and once he gets items in a mana pool, and even beyond that, like the ability to save a hero for 10 seconds of just complete immunity to continue to do damage, even if they die afterwards, 10 seconds for a Legion just to run around punching people, or for a sniper to keep hitting, is an immense amount of power. And it looks like they're going in for a gank on this Ember Spirit, because Ember Spirit's been aggressive about trying to pressure the Spectre, and I think they're going to catch him.
Hopefully he dives back.
Oh,
there.
your
Yep.
Remnant's up just in time. His Remnant was about to expire in like a second.
This'll come in
And they're making space for Dreams, and Dreams is able to maybe push in bottom a little bit with his illusions. Do some
Sniper's going
damage.
for I believe a butterfly now.
Yeah, I honestly I feel like the Daedalus was probably the death of him, and he doesn't have the
What is
health
Dreams
pool
doing?
to
He's
be
gonna
able
get
to
black holed. Oh
do it. He didn't
my!
commit it.
Wow, he is lucky that Yellow had hesitated there. That's the whole. The classic thing with Jug is to do just plays like that, but like against Axe, against Venge, and against like Enigma, these BKB piercing stuns, you got to be aware of that, because that's, I mean, committing a black hole for a solo Jug kill is completely worth it for them. Like, they are not reliant on the hole to win fights at all. So if you can take out an enemy core and then force him to buy back, like that's a potential game-winning play there.
Well, now he's going back for the BKB on Enigma, and it's actually it's still really good, obviously, because all the reasons that you said before. But even more so to his credit, by picking that up, the clock has to go on Sniper now. It's a done deal. Like, his hook is such an important deal to get on top of him, and hitting blade mail correctly when the sniper's attacking you is crucial. So
See right here, like if he has a Lincoln's popper, he just pops it, you force him back, or you just blink pop it and see if you're faster than him. And it's tough, but if you shift cue it properly, you will get it off on a lot of times against an Ember, especially if he's looking his camera somewhere else.
yeah, definitely. Well, Oracle's seems like this is just going to be one of those farming games, one of those games where it's going to take a long time. Now
Yeah.
Ember's going to be going for Blink. I mean, I know that this is a classic build in late game Embers like a few months ago, but I don't like this potential. It's too much non-damage items at this point.
I think he needs the blink. Like, the mobility potential of the blink is too good.
But
think
before you get your Maelstrom up, or your not your Maelstrom, but your Mjolnir up.
I mean, I think it's a comfort thing. Like, if he's feeling like he cannot... I mean, one of the other key important things to think about is the ability to blink will allow him to get positioned to potentially... I mean, I guess Black Hole, he'll have the BKB coming soon. I was thinking more of it gives them another way to cancel Black Hole. I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, it's good to get on the Sniper. That's about the idea that I have, but...
Sniper with the shrapnel charges. I'm not a big fan of that this game.
Well, I mean, on the other side, there's also Spectre. Spectre ults, and you can't blink or what.
Yeah.
So,
Well, he actually can if his flame guard's up.
not if the illusion auto attacks you.
Yeah, but the auto attack takes a little time. It usually gives you time to blink. You can also slight and then blink out of the slight if there's a fair amount of units out.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I can't think of any game where an Ember is not very good. Classic 4-man smoke though. They're going into the dire Radiant jungle. They are going to find this Juggernaut if they get vision down. Looks like they're going to find him on the high ground. Oh, he's going to walk right into them. Oh, there's a nice blink duel on the Crystal Maiden. She's just going to be deleted. And there's the Black Hole, catches the Jug up, and now he's just stuck in there. Preemptive Oracle for no reason, but it doesn't matter. They picked off 2, and they're going to be able to force buybacks. And they do a secondary smoke. Wow.
They just
Lost to tier 3.
okay.
Oh, Ember's Remnant wasn't very far.
Well, it's not.
He
And
should be able to
Spectre
still do
wants
it.
to chase him down for this.
She's not going to catch him. He's got another blink, and he's an Ember. What they are doing is taking Roche with this, and they should know this is happening. And it's tough to say this, but honestly, like, I think they should have bought back and fought for this. Like, Spectre is okay. They give it to Sniper, not Spectre. I'm not a fan of this, but okay.
Yeah, it's something that you can say in hindsight, like, yeah, pull back, or when something bad happens, it's definitely hard to see that. But I tend to agree with you at that point. It'd be nice to have the availability of, you know, you jump in. They've used their Black Hole. They've used all their big AOE ultimates. Let's try to take the fight on our terms now.
Yeah.
But They're gonna value these, and they're gonna go in. They're gonna try to
Jug.
jump in on that
Okay.
sniper.
I like that. They held the buyback till they're in. The Enigma just gets blown up. He's going to die in a second. Oh, no! He gets a 3-man hole, and they don't get him the kill off on him. It's going to be a... Oh, my goodness.
They buy back on everyone. Are they gonna turn around and buy back?
They can, but it's not going to do anything.
Well,
So, what? So
even
was
trade?
No, because they had to commit their buybacks, but when they're going to force them all to buy back as well, so
Right.
then it will have been a melee racks for an Aegis cheese. I mean, definitely still in the favor of... Yeah, both teams lost gold. Team No TP lost more gold. They got a lot of levels out of it, and they had committed 4 buybacks to it. Actually, that they could 5 buybacks, because Jug bought back before that fight recap started. And they were so close. Like, that actually almost went so much better for Team No TP, because Jug got off, or Enigma got off that black hole with maybe 10% HP left, and they could have easily... Oh, they get another duel on 4. Oh no, it's in Sand King this time. Okay, everyone's bought back. Now it's actually in their favor if they can get out.
I'll take that as tribute.
If they can get out, though. And they do not have Sand King ultimate guaranteed for this next fight, so that is going to actually be a very, very big lack of damage there. If Juggernaut can do things like this, get them to be worried about random illusions, this is actually really huge for them. Giving them some few more seconds. They would just have pushed mid. This would have been way more deadly.
Well, here's the thing, and I think this is probably...
This'll come in handy.
It's easy for me to say that because he can't see them on the map. But oh man, you know that BKB's down. You know that they can't stop you without. They don't have any MKBs.
He might be scared
they don't
about the
have
black hole because if they didn't take the timer, it was up in 20 seconds. So his internal clock might have been, man, is black hole up? Is black hole up? Because he can't die.
Yeah.
If he dies, it's game over.
Yeah, that's true. It's almost game over too right now if he doesn't have something good happen here mid. Like they can't defend this. He still has 50 seconds. So
They can. The issue is that they can't get 3-man black. Like a black hole can't get off. Like you go up this racks, that's fine. You can't get dueled. You can't get black holes.
Radiant's middle barracks. Huh? What a joke.
See, like they're actually gonna play passive, and I think it's because they spent all their buybacks. Like you're right. If they were confident, they would just move aggressively to end the game. But because they spent all their buybacks, they're gonna take it a little slower, and that gives Sand King a chance to get back up.
yeah, but that almost plays into the side of the Radiant. Yeah, I mean, I know what I was saying that the late game is really strong for the Dire, but they're not doing their combinations correctly. And if you give the time for Sand King to come back, they can smoke gank and pull off something.
Well, the big deal is that Jug hits really hard now. He hit 25, that's 20 agility, which is a pretty big power spike in itself, and now he's got this MKB, and so he hits incredibly hard right now, and Spectre really doesn't. If you look, she just got her Diffusal Blade, but she doesn't really have the right-click item. She's all about that team fight damage, which is great, but it's not enough. They really need the Legion punching people to kind of equalize that out, and she's been able to do that for the most part, but...
Yeah, right now I feel like they.
And she went to press the attack cooldown because I think they thought they were winning, and she just wanted to make sure she keeps Sniper and Spectre alive. So I totally get that, but it does really limit her potential as a core, especially when you commit to the Ags build, which is all about your duel. Like Ags,
Yeah,
when you
I was
get
about to say
Ags,
that.
I feel like you go the duel damage because you should be able to always duel one of. Like if you duel anyone but the Jug, you're gonna win the duel. And even against the Jug, you're probably still gonna. You aren't gonna lose it, but you probably won't kill him unless unless he's low. But like just guaranteed, you kill any of the 3 cores who are not Ember or Jug because they just don't have the armor and items to survive. Actually, Sand King has a freaking Shiva's Hex. He probably could live too. But you know, you just duel the CM and the Clockwork over and over again, and you just get a bajillion damage, and you're fine.
Yep.
Oh, Brado is okay. Ooh, he gets out immediately. Yeah, Jug now has Boots of Travel as well as Ember, and they're just going to play the split push game.
Why not? This is the best way to beat their team. Their team is very strong late game, but they can't do what needs to be done.
Yeah,
And if he would have went the dual damage, he would have been able to just, okay, you're gonna split push me. I still have more damage than your whole team combined with my right click. They can't do that anymore.
Well, and the other thing is, the combination of BKB Ags actually works pretty well with that build, because then you're in a situation where you actually can just BKB run up and hit racks and do so much damage, and then just back off, and then wait till your BKB's back up again. And you still have the dual immunity for if the fight breaks out, you just go blink duel, or you just run duel somebody if the opportunity's there. And you're still magic immune. The Sand King does have a Hex. I don't think we mentioned that. That's a pretty big item. They do have the Enigma BKB, but he's been kind of holding that, so it gives them an opportunity to, like, I think the path for them to win a fight is, I guess they have the Legion, so it's really tough. You kind of got to go in and hex somebody, try to blow them up, and hope that the Lotus and the Press the Attack aren't deployed properly, which, you know, it's easy to say, oh, they can just counter it, but, like, you know, it's not the easiest thing to do.
Definitely. And they have, they are getting a lot of farm on Radiant, really over on top of Dire. Yes, Spectre's has been doing decent and been getting plenty of farm herself, but I mean, this Jug, he just picked up his Basher, he has an MKB, he has a lot more on his plate. I don't see them coming in out of this, because the Ember is just able to keep pushing them down on lanes, and I really underestimated that potential. They have no real pushback on that. They have Sniper, but
they needed an Enigma Blink. Like, he's just got a Blink Black Hole, like, or Shadow Blade. Just if he were to buy a Shadow Blade and just hide it, and then just go to, like, wait till Ember, because Ember's been moving in fairly predictable patterns. Like, he's playing well and cautious, like, when he sees them, but Enigma's not showing on the map much. If he were just to buy a Shadow Blade and then just get an Ember pick off on it, like, that'd be pretty big. We're gonna have Roche in 30 seconds. The other thing is
also,
just getting the Aegis on the Spectre would be so much better. Yeah.
Also, what you were saying too, to your credit, is that if he had some way to break the Lincolns on Legion, it would have been a way bigger deal to duel up the Ember Spirit. Because if you duel up the Ember Spirit, that's a lot of damage gone, and then the rest of your team just focuses out the Jug, and the Radiant really can't do very much at that point.
Yeah.
So
this is a tough Jug game. I'm not sure what I want him. Like, I think Basher's a fine for the Abyssal is fine. I don't know if that's the choice though. Like,
I think it's good at this point. Since he has the MKB, I think it's fine, because they're not going to have any mischance, and that could have been why he didn't want to go down. Maybe that's why he's still not going down a Heaven's Halberd at this point on Legion, because you're just going to build MKBs anyway. And
well, but it's about the disarm. Like, you just disarm the Jug. You either pop the Lincolns, or you disarm the Jug, and then he cannot do anything for whatever the 6 seconds, 5 seconds it is.
well, you can still ult.
Yeah, but then you're not. What is the interaction with that? I am not sure. If he ults and he's disarmed, does he still get to do his auto attacks during the ult? Because if he doesn't, that's a huge damage decrease.
Right. I think he would. I don't know. I think that's because it's. Yeah. That has to be it. I think that otherwise it would seem kind of crappy for an ultimate, really.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean, I just don't know. Disarms aren't really a thing. Ember and Spectre are having a bit of a fight-off here.
She's pretty tanky.
The cheese, though!
Cheese. Oh, wow.
He was gonna kill her, though. He was gonna kill her. Wow.
That's
That's a huge play by Brado. Those were great. She used, what, 2 or 3 defusal charges on just him. 2 defusal charges on him that fight, and the cheese. And all he did is use like a TP boot cooldown.
She's getting Octarine herself.
On Spectre? What?
Yep. She's
No,
getting an Octarine on Spectre.
Oh my goodness. She should get an AC or a BKB.
Wow.
Going for that
What does she
classic
want to be,
Spectre.
Alchemist? You're a freaking Spectre. Oh my god. You got 2 boots too. Oh my goodness. What in the world?
Oh man. Ember possibly get, yep, can get out, do a little bit of
Yeah.
damage to the tower. Well, looks like we're in for a long one.
I know, they're 15k up with an Enigma with a BKB. They could just... like, if Enigma would just get an initiation item, just kill the damn Ember when he does that crap. Like...
Oh, they popped a BKB on Legion. They saw it coming.
They're just doing Roche. You see this?
Yeah. Oh, don't, oh no, don't do that.
They know,
The
they
rocket
know.
knew. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, the ultimates come out. And he ults.
Oh, he gets
no,
Black
the-
Hole just in
Black
time.
Hole.
He needs to buy back immediately.
Buys back.
Oracle's down for the fight. They hex up the Legion. They need to get the
King's
Sand
dead.
King needs to buy back in. Everyone needs to buy back. Oh, the Enigma's in trouble. Oh no! Where's everyone?
Oh.
They didn't have the shrine up, so they
Called
weren't able
out.
to come in. Jug committed too much. Jug bought back, died back. They're going to give up the Aegis for this. That was just
Yeah,
one
that's
where
not-
Jug committed too hard. If Jug buys back and runs in and then waits for his team to regroup, they could retake this fight right now, and they would have been fine. But he goes in, commits overly hard, because he's like, I bought back, we gotta commit for this fight. And you do have to commit for the Roche, but you don't have to commit for that very second. Like, you can wait a little bit.
They TP back to push it back. I guess it's still smart. They still have Aegis for a little while, so they're okay with that.
I mean, they need to... They absolutely need to push while Jug is dead. Like,
Spectre has 10k, you know.
this is why she's going to buy an Octarine. She should really just buy... Like, there are so many items she should be buying right now that are not an Octarine. I just don't even know what to say.
Oh, wow, bottom. Cheese
Yeah,
is
forces
committed
another
again.
cheese out.
Brado, the cheese killer.
Yeah, he's pretty maxed out now. So, yeah, Moonshards. But look, I mean, Jug is going to respawn before they can threaten another lane or Axe.
Yep. They're doing a fantastic job. They're just keeping everyone at bay. The game, the never-ending game. I have a feeling this is going to go for at least another 30 minutes.
No, somebody's going to make a mistake and it's going to end.
Invisibility.
Somebody's going to make that big mistake. I mean, you have to look at the buyback situation though. Like,
It'll be another hour, and we will have, and it'll be Team No TP that wins it.
No,
And
I
then
don't
we're gonna
think
have
so.
another 2-hour game.
I don't think so.
Oh no! Wrong barracks! Wrong barracks! Oh wait! He doesn't have an illusion?
He's got buyback. It's fine, right? That's what every mid player in the world always tells you, right?
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna get black hold.
Flame guard? Flame guard?
No, it's gonna cancel the mini stun.
Oh no! Oh my god! As soon as I call.
Oh, the Shiva's! It's kiting out the Legion. Oh, it's
Oh my
blink.
god! And they're committing to it. Okay. Okay, just flame guard. Flame guard. Flame guard. Oh no!
No, Spectre's gonna get him.
Why?
Look at what Sand King's doing though.
Sand King! Sand King's the man. Okay, so.
And
we'll-
Brado
we'll
has
monk that turn out.
buyback. Sand King doesn't have boost of travel for 20 though. But they forced the sniper back, so oh god, he tried to juke him.
He hexed him.
by-
He hexed him.
No, but the tower! Oh, he doesn't have
Tower's
buyback.
too
Okay,
much.
that's actually game. Like, he tried to disjoin him under the tower. That's some late game, I'm tired decision making there. Nice hook on the
Yeah,
Enigma. BKB's up, though.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they get the
Legion's
Omni
dead.
on the Legion, though. Legion's just dead, and the solo black hole and a clockwork, that's honestly fine. You'll take
Oh,
that.
he has another one.
Did he buy a refresher?
He has refresher, right?
No, I think he just punched him to death.
Wait, what?
He doesn't have a
Really?
refresher.
I swear I saw it. Oh wow, he gets stuns out. Ward's doing so much work though.
It is. But there still is 4v. There's too many of them.
I don't know if you know this, but Radiant's top
Yeah.
barracks are getting attacked.
It is.
And Sniper's just, he hits them with the Scotty and they can't even get close anymore.
Radiant's top barracks are
And
falling.
he does have all these shrapnels.
Morty, there's some pretty fantastic stuff happening right here.
He's not using his sniper shot though.
He
to
just
pick people off
rebought, he
again.
sold his Diffusal 2 and rebought a Diffusal 1.
Oof.
That is not the play, my friend. Ugh. Diffusal charges are nice, they are not that nice.
Maybe he's just gonna buy another diffusal chart and another diffusal blade. Get the
Yeah,
same
he
amount
is.
of damage.
Yeah, he probably is, but that's still rough. Spectre was, apparently somebody in her team saw what she was trying to buy with the Octarian and said, no, just get the Abyssal Moon Shard, and I'm much happier with the Spectre now. Like, those items make sense, just,
Oh, Brado. Never mind. He's out.
yeah.
He's not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Yeah. They're up 38k and they just aren't ending. They just don't get it. Like, all the buybacks are off cooldown. I guess they wait till the Legion's up, but they should just be grouping and walking at them now, right? Enigma has 2 black holes now, 2 BKBs, 2 pipes, 2 Greaves, everything. Like, there's a Hex on the freaking Oracle. That's how late this game is. Oh my goodness. It just does not end.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. It just has not ended. So. Yeah, Sniper now has Butterfly, Boots of Travel 2. Got his own Moon Shard.
It's gonna get to. It's just gonna be one of those games where it's going back and forth, and
Nah,
honestly,
they're down 40k. Look at this. This joke's just dead.
Yeah, he went out too far. They're making silly late game mistakes now.
Oh, he gets a 4-step out from Old Man Mungo to save his butt. Yeah, if Enigma had a blink, it's dead. I mean, you can't really argue, like, this whole, walk at you with all the aura items. It's worked out well enough. Oh, they get the duel on the CM. CM's got a Heaven Talbot. It's actually way tankier than I thought. This Enigma's just gonna die, I think. Oh no, the Omni bounces took him to the... Oh. That Spectre came in and ate the Omni, and that was it. And here's another black hole, and that is GG. And they call it, they know. They almost killed the Enigma before he got out of his holes, black holes, and that would have potentially got him a chance, but that is GG. So, well, and with that, we're going to be closing out our broadcast. I'd like to thank both Team NoTP and HDYK for letting us cast. I'm at Fafnir Dota. Thank you for watching, you guys, if you're watching this on the VODs of that. Or we got a few viewers, probably teammate guys playing it, but who knows? I know open quals are going on, so a lot of people are watching that. Flub, do you have anything else you want to say?
Everyone's watching Veggies, man. Veggies is playing, and everyone wants to watch them. But if anyone wants to follow me, you can follow me at Twitter. My Twitter handle is at FlubDota, FLUBB Dota. If you have anything else, I do some podcasts. If you're interested, just follow me on Twitter, and you can get all the information there.
All right, well, I'm going to close it out then. Thanks all for having us. Bye.
See you.